I have a serial libertarian, and he came, he's awesome shit, you say.
Hello, how's it going? Welcome. It's fucking Friday. Booyah! There we go. What up, guys? How we doing? Welcome to another episode of whatever the fuck this is. We do have a name for it, but we're not using it yet. So whatever. Let's see if we can't juice that up a little bit. There we go. Get that nice volume level. Cradle the mic. Just feel it right on you. Damn, that's good. How we doing, guys? Welcome. This is our Friday show, and it should be a bonanza of types. I really slacked on some of the show prep, so there's that. Other than that, we're doing okay. I mean, it's pretty fun, I guess. I don't know. Fucking life's out there. We got all kinds of bullshit going on up in this bitch. Get those nice, solemn fucking, sweet fucking notes of music. Whoa. Hold on one sec. What up? On the air. Want to call in? Question mark. There we go. See what happens there. Yeah. Any Magic the Gathering content in store for tonight's stream? Not yet, I guess. I don't know. We could talk some Magic the Gathering, I guess. What the fuck? Well, what? What do you want from me? It's not. This isn't just called Magic the Gathering talk, brah. Let's talk. Okay, what do you want to talk about? It should be okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's talk Magic. What do you want to talk Magic about? Let's go. Mutate as a mechanic? Alright, let's yeah, where is Mikey? That's weird, right? I just noticed that too. Usually he's right here. 4 against. Let me look up mutate real quick and I will tell you. Mutate MTG. Boom. Let's yeah, we're gonna go over mutate as a mechanic in Magic the Gathering. This is gonna be fascinating for people. But I don't really care. So whatever. Whoops. Lets you call them mutators. That's sad. Okay, I already kind of hate it. The first thing in the line of rules says when you go to cast a creature with mutate, let's call them mutators. Like I hate this article. Okay, that's weird. I guess I don't know. I guess I would have to see it in play. It looks really weird. This is some good content. Yeah, I know you like that shit. Hold on. We got people hemming and hawing. Let's rock right in. We got somebody calling in right now.
Yo, player.
What up, dog?
What's good, dude? Am I on the air?
You are on the air. Tell the people who you are.
My name is Ahmed Khalaf. I'm the realest nigga in Minneapolis comedy.
Is that true?
You know what, dude? No. I'm maybe like the
who in your estimation is the realest N-word in Minneapolis?
Realest N-word?
Yeah.
Bro, it's Fancy Ray.
Yo, it'd have to be. Yeah, it'd have to be.
It
For
has
sure.
to be. It has to be Fancy Ray, dude. If it's not Fancy Ray, then it's Greg Coleman. And if it's not Greg Coleman, then it's me.
It can't be Greg Coleman because his dad was a Viking and he's named after him. So no matter what, it can't be him.
Absolutely it can, bro. How many niggas do you know with dads? You know what I mean? Nigga, you ain't even got a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That just doesn't seem like some OG shit.
You know how OG you have to be to keep a father around? You just have OG presence from the jump. Do you understand?
Maybe.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. You just ain't got it like that, bro. Don't hate on Greg Coleman.
Dude, I think I might pick Gaethje to beat your boy.
to be my boy. I mean, listen, bro. When them left hooks were landing,
Yeah. Oh. Well, like the thing about Justin Gaethje, like that's so crazy, is like I keep like trying to. I think that a lot of us like didn't really take him for real because he came from World Series of Fighting.
Yeah, we didn't take him for real because of his style.
Right.
Initially, right?
And then he's like, yeah, I gotta have like, what the fuck is happening with Gaethje? Where he's like, yeah, the way I improved everything was I went out there and had less fun. Like, just think about that.
Yeah,
that's how he improved.
No, that's how he is, bro. He literally had to rein it in because he likes to fight. He doesn't like to win. And then he finally realized, oh shit, I gotta win. Okay. So what I do is I go be like, bro, when he was in the corner, like after the rounds, yeah, his coach would be trying to talk to him, and he'd be looking around. He'd be looking at the highlights, and he just has ADHD. He's just a genius with ADHD. Bro, those crisp left counters, every time he hit Tony, it sounded like a firework went off. I moved to a bad neighborhood. I thought people got shot. Every time I heard a pow, I was like, some nigga dead. Tony, get out of there, dude. It was crazy, bro. That man, Justin Gaethje, is growing and improving, and that's the scariest thing about a fighter who's been at this for so long.
Right, and like, did you see the quote that I was reading, and I thought this was crazy? That motherfucker has had 7 UFC fights and 9 fight night bonuses.
9 bonuses in 7 fights. He gets performance of the night and, like, knockout of the night every time.
He got fight of the night in both of the fights he got knocked out in.
Yeah, fight of the night and then performance of the night. Yeah, it's just like what this guy is just out here. It's the way he fights. He told the press a long time ago. He's like, bro, I'm not here. You know, there's people who've been at this way longer than me. I'm here to fuck shit up.
He really impressed me. I mean, you know me. I love Gaethje. I'm a huge Gaethje guy, and I like the thing that's interesting is that I think I was telling you this. I put a bunch of money on Gaethje and I won, right? I put a bunch of money on Cruz and I lost, but let's not focus on that. But it was so funny because I pushed the bets in, right? But I was a literal hair away from punching them all in under 2.5 rounds because that was the under for Gaethje. And I was like, if he wins this fight, it's totally a round 1 or 2 knockout. It has to be. Yeah. And so like when they went into the 3rd round, I was like, oh, that sucks. And then, like, the 3rd round, he kept piecing dude up, and I'm like, when's Tony going to start being Tony? And then in the 4th round, he starts piecing him up again. I'm like, what is happening here? And, like, shout out to Tony. I mean, like, that dude was walking through anvils because Justin Gaethje hits hard. Yeah. No, every time he got hit, I thought it was bro, I've never seen – I mean, you know me. I've watched enough knockouts and highlights. We discuss knockouts forever. You know, whenever we're around each other, we discuss knockouts from – 10 years ago, 20 even, Bob Sapp knockouts, and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm sitting here, every time he got clipped, he never got clipped. He got hit flush every time. Those left hooks, man. Jesus Christ, dude, it's like fucking move your head.
Every time he got lit up, dude, I was like, it's over.
Did you watch any of the post-fight stuff with Gaethje? He was so funny. Oh my god,
bro!
And also,
the best is you can't hear the.
What a champ move is throwing the interim belt on the floor and saying, "No, I want the real one."
That was gangster, bro. The best move, the champ move was because you can't hear the audience, right? Yeah. So afterwards, the UFC fighters are so used to having a crowd that they just mumble interpersonal shit between each other. So Gaethje knocks him, right? They call the fight, and then he goes up to him, and he's like, yo, you're the beast. And then Tony's still kind of dizzy, and he's like, fuck that, don't talk to me. He's still in fight mode, Yeah. And then Gaethje goes, hey, being an asshole will get you nowhere, right?
Yeah,
and
which
then
is
they push
hilarious.
him away.
Yeah.
Hilarious. And then Tony comes back post-fight. He's so fucked up, he forgot that he dissed him 20 seconds ago. So he comes up while he's getting his interview.
I feel like Tony didn't know where he was the last, 3 rounds.
Yeah, no, he had no idea. And then the last 20 seconds of his interview, Tony comes up and he goes, all right, bro, good fight. You know what I mean? Whatever I lost, big ups to you, my man. And then this is the best part. You can't hear the audience roaring, so you hear Justin Gaethje whisper to him. He goes, yeah, bro, let's smoke a blunt later. And I was like, damn,
Oh,
dude,
really?
these guys are awesome. Yeah, you didn't catch that?
No, I didn't catch that at all.
Post-fight in the ring with Joe Rogan right next to him. He goes, yeah, let's smoke one up later. He says, let's smoke a blunt later together.
So does
you
Gaethje,
know, these UFC
Gaethje gets to be on Rogan finally, right?
Yeah, because that's what he said. And he was like, I mean, the only thing left is fucking, or some fighter said that. I think that was something O'Neal, Greg O'Neal or something. Who else? Dude, Dominic Cruz, they robbed him. I'm not gonna lie
That
to
was
you,
the
bro.
worst stoppage I've seen in forever. Again, because there was 2 seconds left. Like, let the man go out on a shield. And like, if you're gonna like, you know me, I go after the refs for stoppages all the time. But if you're gonna stop
Herb
it,
Dean, I thought the fix was in.
I know,
when I saw
right?
Herb Dean.
Hurt fix is in, baby. But it's weird because
But
the
not
guy
really, bro.
that guy that Keith Peterson, he fucked up that eye poke from Cerrone and Pettis too. He had 2 fuck ups that
He
night.
fucked that one up bad,
Yeah.
dude. And Cerrone like roared like Mufasa. He was
Yeah.
like, ah! He guffawed at it, dude. That shit was painful. And then Pettis' bitch ass.
One of my
still
favorites, I
swinging
forget
and
who
shit.
the fight was, but it was Bisping was on commentary, and there was an eye poke, and the ref didn't see it, and they kept fighting, and they were like, yeah, it's got to be tough to fight with one eye, and Bisping goes, that's not that bad.
Yo, Bisping's the shit, dude. I'm so mad that Dominic Cruz got beat, dude. That was a bullshit stoppage. And
Well,
honestly,
then it was such a
I wanted
bullshit to
see
like
him-
go out, like, so it's Cejudo. You were going to retire no matter who. That's why you wanted Aldo or Cruz. You just wanted something for your mantle and just dip out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. He was like, I want a tune-up fight. And the problem is Dominic Cruz, like, bro, it's cowardly to call him out because it's like he's the best, but he's stopped doing this for a while, you know?
Well, and he had that fight. Well, like the knee was good. Like the knee to the face was good.
The knee was
But
clean.
other than that,
Clean.
Henry wasn't. Like Dominic was winning on points. He was doing what he wanted to do. That goes on for another 3 rounds. Dominic beats him on
That's
points.
what I'm saying. I wanted to see Henry in those deep waters, bro.
Garbage.
You know? He got lucky. Bro. And let's talk about Ngannou, though.
I actually like came on here. We did a post show with Chris, and I was talking about how I gotta stop disrespect. Like, I like Ngannou. I've always liked Ngannou. I think he's gonna be a heavyweight champion. You and I are both very high on him, but I feel like
Absolutely. That Nigel power,
I always keep forgetting how powerful he is. Like, because it's like with Rosenstruck, I was kind of drinking that Rosenstruck Kool-Aid because he knocks out Overeem, and then he calls out the one guy that nobody wants to fight. I was like, all right, I can get down with this. And I'm like, this should be interesting because Rosenstruck is a great kickboxer. Let's keep it kickboxing, see the movement, and then just boom. And it's fucking like the thing about Ngannou, and it's again the same thing. The dude threw 6 punches. I don't know that he landed even one flush. You watch that flurry as he's going down. Those are clipping shots, and they're sending people to the ghost realm.
They're sending people to the shadow realm, dude. The nigga couldn't even do it the post fight. Bro, he got clipped, and he had to go to the fucking hospital.
Oh, dude, he was down forever. And then, meanwhile, Nico Price didn't go to the hospital.
You know what I'm saying, bro? We had 2, Tony Ferguson and the nigga who fought Ngannou had to go to the hospital. The nigga who got scratched by Ngannou, dude. Are you kidding me, man? Ngannou's power is ridiculous, bro. And did you see, what's his name? Cormier?
Yeah, when he was like, oh, and then he's like, I don't want to fight that man or something like that. Like, because here's the thing. Cormier's not going to fight him. It's not going to happen.
No. He beat him once when he didn't have the ground game fully. Even Cormier said it on his walkout. He was like, this guy's becoming a more complete version of himself.
I don't think him.
Like,
Ngannou lost to Stipe, I thought. I don't think him and Cormier did fight, did they?
No, they didn't fight. But the thing is,
Cormier would fuck him up though, because Cormier
would fuck him up now.
Cormier even said in that fucking commentary thing, like, I don't know, that's 30 seconds longer than I would be standing up with him.
He's like, I would have took him down. Exactly. But the thing is, bro, once Ngannou learns to sprawl that ass, you know what I'm saying? That power is transitional, dude. He's strong and all that. It's not like he gets weak when you clinch him, you know?
You want to hear my hot take?
Like, what's up?
I don't think Gaethje is going to fight Khabib. I think he's going to fight Conor.
That's the smarter fight for him.
It's the smarter fight for everybody because then, like, no matter what happens, you have either Gaethje off a Conor win or you have Conor with a belt. Like, there's no way that next fight doesn't do everything. Like, if you're the UFC, you want that. And if you're Gaethje, you keep saying that you're here for the money. Well, there's the fucking money, dog.
Yeah, nah, bro. The hot take is Masvidal is fighting Connor.
I don't think that. I mean, I get the
Yeah,
hot take.
yeah. Masvidal's
I
fighting
also think
Connor
I also
because,
think Ferguson and Poirier is the next fight.
bro, it's either Masvidal is fighting Connor,
Yep.
right?
Diaz,
Or
never sleep on Diaz.
oh no, I'm saying Masvidal. For Masvidal, he's either fighting Connor or he's fighting Colby.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Colby or Usman, he might fight Usman.
no, Usman and Masvidal were in talks, and then something happened.
Oh, okay, yeah,
The
then it's
UFC,
Kobe.
yeah.
But
There was like
Kobe,
a
did you see?
shadow.
Kobe's been talking shit. Like, I kind of respect the fact that Kobe's still talking shit to Kamara Usman. Like,
I know you do, buddy.
after a fight like that, most people would shut the fuck up. I mean,
Yeah,
that was,
man.
and here's the thing. There's nothing you're gonna say that's gonna get to anybody because that's one of those things that just that fight transcends the gimmicks. It's impossible that both of those two guys don't respect each other after that blood war. It's just impossible.
I mean, nah. There's still like, even if like, there's still a level of like, I really don't respect this nigga. He got lucky because my thumb broke.
I don't think
Or
it's
he got
respect. There's a
lucky 'cause
level of
my chin
dislike.
broke
Like they
type
don't have to
shit.
dislike each other, but when you go through a 5-round war with somebody, that you just respect it. It's just what it is. It's like Khabib.
mean, you
I
respect that war,
honestly think that Khabib would have laid off McGregor if McGregor had gone unconscious instead of tapped.
Yeah, the way he tapped, because the choke that he put him in, it wasn't necessarily a choke.
It wasn't. It was a neck crank.
crank.
Yeah, he was just trying
It
to
was
hurt
a
him.
crank,
He
yeah.
tapped out because he knew he couldn't win, and Khabib was just trying to hurt him, and that's why Khabib was
Yeah.
like, "You're a bitch."
Yeah, Khabib was like, I'm trying to break this nigga's jaw real quick. I'm trying to rearrange his ass. And Connor was like,
Elia
I saw this
Quinta
proper
take neck
12,
crank
yo.
for 3 rounds.
Yeah, Connor was like, I gotta sell this proper 12 way twisted. I can't be sitting here with a fucked up face, dude. Permanent duck lips, dude. I can't have that.
He's the best. I love it.
All right, buddy. I was just calling in, saying what's up.
Yeah, what's up? What you been up to, man? You been doing some mics?
Dude. Huh?
Been doing them mics?
Yeah, I've been doing the mics. I got a fucking show at CCU on Friday.
Like an actual show?
Huh?
Like an actual
Yeah,
show?
I mean, not an actual show. I mean, I have to be there in person, but it's going to be like beamed out to the internet, you know?
Oh, I see. So it's going to be performed there, but it's going to be live virtual.
Exactly. Yeah.
Word.
So, I mean, do me a favor. I guess put my Instagram and shit up on the Twitch sphere.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell them what it is.
It's SOMOLLYAN Somalian at Instagram. But if you could copy and paste it so that they have a link to click on.
Yeah, I can do that. You also sound like you're going through a tunnel right now. I don't know what happened to your connection, but it sounds trash.
Is it better now?
Way better now.
Yeah, I had moved my phone away from my face because I don't like talking.
Oh, you don't like talking?
I don't like talking, man. I haven't talked in so long, dude. You know?
No longer your strong point?
No, dude. Talking shit is one thing, but like plugging things is another.
Why? Plugging things and talking shit's the same vein, buddy. You got this.
No, dude. Plugging things is the exact opposite of talking shit.
Oh, all right.
You know? Talking shit is like fuck you, and plugging shit is like help me. You know?
His words are working. Yeah, they are. All right, buddy. Well, good luck on Friday, I guess. That sounds fun.
All right, buddy.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you excited that it sounds like they're going to be extending until mid-June?
Yeah, I am, dude. That's that free money from the government, dude. Let me see them bucks. I'm trying to buy a whip. You know me.
I thought you already bought the whip.
No, I didn't, dude.
Oh,
Remember we were talking about like getting your old Volkswagen and shit.
Oh, yeah. Word.
Yeah.
Get at me.
All right, man.
Later, bro.
Later, Breda.
That is a Med Kaloth, buddy of mine. He wanted to be on there and talk that shit. All right. What else? Is Marty Urok still here? I was gonna do some Magic the Gathering content for him, but I guess he's not here anymore. What do you do, you know? Nothing you can fucking do. Let's keep it rolling. Then try fuck you. Check out my shit. LOL. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Let's see. I wanna go over a bunch of stuff that we had that I thought was really funny. Trump left that conference that we didn't get to yesterday, which I just thought was the funniest thing on the planet.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is Trump walking away from a news conference like a fucking tard. Little stupid, little hurt bitch.
Please.
Said many times that the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if every day Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world. And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes, behind you, please.
Sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm
That I
telling
should
you,
ask
I'm not
China?
saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question
That's
like that.
not a nasty
Please go
question.
ahead.
Why does it matter?
Okay, anybody else? Please, go ahead in the back, please.
I have two questions.
No, it's okay.
But
We'll
you
go over
pointed
here.
to me. I have two questions, Mr.
Next,
President.
next, please.
But you called on me.
I did, and you didn't respond, and now I'm calling on
Sorry, I just
the
wanted
young
to,
lady in the back, please.
I just wanted to let my colleague
Okay.
finish. But can I ask you a
Ladies and
question,
gentlemen,
please?
thank you very much. Appreciate
But
it.
you called
Thank you
us.
very much.
Like, I don't even understand what just happened. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, he bravely ran away, right? Right, fucking Toyma, you got it. What a brave soul, you know? It's fucking so brave. I just thought it was really funny. Like, why do that? Like, why even have a press conference if you're just gonna get mad at people and tell them, oh, not you? Like, I just don't get why even have it? You know what I mean? Like, just, I don't know. It's fucking great. Let's see here. There's a really cool thing. Where is it? There it is. Right here. We got a bunch of fashion designers are actually redesigning facial recognition software. So what they're doing is they're taking stuff into fashion to fool the surveillance companies, which I think is just great, especially because, and we didn't get to this a lot yesterday, but look into the Patriot Act, man. They're about to re-sign that shit, and when they do, they're about to give full fucking access to the FBI for fucking everything. Mr. Approachable said, did you see Minnesota is wasting taxpayer dollars to do flyovers for all the brave people on the front lines? Yeah, I don't understand this, man. Like, it's... I never want to come out like I don't support the troops, because I do. Is there a way to support the troops but not the government ordering them around? Because I feel like every person that's going to put their life on the line, go do that, like serve their country, I respect that, I do. But that doesn't mean that I think what you're doing is the best thing to do. I mean, it's a very weird thing, you know? And I don't know how to deal with that a lot of the times. But like shit like this, it's like, oh, we're going to do flyovers to the brave troops. Like, but, you know, I bet if you asked a bunch of those people in the war zones and shit, they would rather have like more rations or something. Like, you're spending all that money as like pomp, but it doesn't really matter because you're not actually helping the people that you're supposed to honor or help or whatever. I mean, it's really kind of crazy. We did the reform thing yesterday. We did that. Let's see here. What the fuck? Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah. Mr. Approachable says it's not for the troops, it's for the responders and medical professionals dealing with the coverage. Yeah, you're not wrong. The Minnesota flyovers were required hours for our Air National Guard. Some Blue Angel flyers. Well, maybe it should be Blue Angels. Why do you, I guess, like, if it's a requirement, sure, but then why are you fucking marketing it like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking crazy. All right, there was here. We're gonna do a lot of videos and stuff. I have a lot. This week was interesting, and we had a great week, I felt like, but with the UFC coming back and all these people we had here, we had a lot of UFC talk. Seems like it kind of bled in over the course of the entire time. So we're going to just try to ease away from some of that, I guess. Not ease away, but, you know, we've got a lot of fucking news out there that we just didn't get caught up in time because, again, this is how it works. Let's see here. Where did it go? There it goes. This thing is so slow now for some reason. So another thing that's interesting with the WHO, the World Health Organization, is how in the pocket of China they are. Let's do, okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. First off, let's do this fashion designer. So this is some fashion that's being designed to fool protocol and stuff of face recognizing software, which I think is awesome. Here we go. Whoops.
Every day, your movement is tracked, your purchases logged, your searches saved, and your face is scanned. Facial recognition technology is becoming more widespread daily. Privacy International has reported 24 countries have already implemented location tracking to help ensure compliance with quarantines. And if you were thinking that increased face mask usage might help protect your privacy, China's facial recognition algorithms have already figured out a way around them. In January 2020, the New York Times reported that a company called Clearview AI has created a database that makes it possible to snap a photo of a stranger and reveal that person's identity. The technology was developed using more than 3 billion images scraped from public social media accounts by Australian Hoan Ton That, whom the Huffington Post revealed has collaborated with anti-immigration, alt-right political operatives. Elements of Clearview AI are in use by more than 600 law enforcement agencies in North America, including the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, and ICE.
What if your software facilitates a world you didn't want to live in?
Well, we make sure that won't happen.
So, can we resist the surveillance society? Should we? Kate Rose says yes.
I think you have a right to consent to how your information is used, especially if it's meant to be at some point used against you or used extrajudicially. I am trying my best to explore these systems and see how we together can work to confound them or to put data into them as we please.
Rose is a designer, cybersecurity expert, and founder of Adversarial Fashion, a line of surveillance-resistant clothing such as masks meant to block facial recognition cameras, and shirts patterned with fake license plates meant to feed bad data into the automated license plate readers, now ubiquitous in the US and Europe.
Awesome.
I came up with a couple of different designs that not only do read effectively into license plate readers, but they gave me enough wiggle room design-wise to also make a pattern that is aesthetic and fun to wear and something people would like to actually buy.
Rose's concern about extrajudicial use of personal data is less far-fetched than ever in the age of coronavirus lockdowns. Politico reported in late March that the Department of Justice has requested Congress pass a law to allow...
So we're going to get into this a little bit more, specifically this DOJ stuff, but again, the Patriot Act, like all this shit, this is what happens, and as the show goes on, as the show grows, as we keep going forward, this is something that I will stress to you all the time. Whenever there is a huge crisis, whenever there's a national story pointing you in one direction, you have to keep your eyes open around you, because the reality is there's always something going on underneath that's going to fuck you. In 9/11 happened, and we had the Patriot Act. We're going to have a whole episode on the Patriot Act and what happened, but I mean, now they're literally have been trying to expand the reach that they already have over all this bullshit. We're getting to the point now where the people on the left are becoming more fascist than the people on the right, and there's actual Nazis on the right. Just let that soak in.
Indefinite detention without trial of U.S. citizens during national emergencies. Unauthorized movements picked up by surveillance could be a pretext for such indefinite detention.
Privacy rights need to be more enshrined. Any data that's collected about you must have a warrant before it is used.
Rose is one of several designers trying to fight surveillance with fashion. While Rose's license plate shirts and dresses disseminate bad data, other anti-surveillance designers use fashion as a form of obstruction, marketing makeup products, or these glasses donned by Electronic Frontier Foundation researcher Dave Maass.
I really love how people are exploring the different ways to counter surveillance technology and to empower people to do so. But at the end of the day, people should not have to wear a mask or put on face paint or wear complicated t-shirt patterns in order to protect their privacy. Our government should be protecting our privacy, and the power structures as they are should be valuing our privacy.
Maas and his colleagues at EFF successfully lobbied the California legislature to pass a law that, starting in 2020, puts a 3-year moratorium on law enforcement's use of facial recognition technology, including those departments who were experimenting with Clearview AI. It'll mean that law enforcement...
So if you don't know what Clearview AI is, look into that and get real scared and real weirded out, because that shit, that's real stuff. And the tools that they're using to track us, they're not being deceptive. There's no skull and crossbones here. They're doing the shit in the open in front of us.
Enforcement agencies in San Diego County will have to stop using a shared facial identification system available to officers in handheld tablets.
San Diego was one of the first agencies that we identified that was using mobile biometric technology, face recognition that they could use from the palm of their hand. This wide range system where one law enforcement agency gets the technology and they're able to disseminate it across the entire region.
And the data didn't stay local. San Diego, a border county, regularly shared access with the federal government.
We saw that local law enforcement agencies had given face recognition devices to Border Patrol, ICE, and we don't know how those agencies use that technology.
San Francisco and Oakland have outright banned the use of facial recognition technology by law enforcement.
This idea that we're suspending AI facial recognition, like, for example, in San Francisco or in Oakland, or the idea that California might be putting a moratorium on it for a couple years, is idiocy, to be honest. I think lives will be lost as a result of that.
Zoltan Istvan is part of the transhumanist movement, which believes that humans should use technology to modify the human body and experience. He's implanted an RFID chip in his hand that allows him to unlock his front door.
It's going to be very useful to the human race, but we just kind of got to get over it being creepy.
Istvan envisions authorities using facial recognition and other AI surveillance to prevent terrorist attacks by recognizing abnormal behaviors or suspicious individuals in crowd settings.
That is a lot of words to say profiling.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Or aiding the government in fighting human trafficking. And that's not even including other biometric surveillance capabilities, such as scanning for elevated body temperatures to isolate feverish individuals in a pandemic.
Let us look at what it can do for human trafficking. Let us look at what it can do for overcoming criminality in our cities. Let us look at what it can do for the overall safety. There are so many different things where we could use this kind of guardian angel out there to recognize that we're having a hardship and maybe even going to die, and authorities can be notified.
FaceMe software was originally marketed for virtual makeup demonstrations before evolving into a product serving a wide range of uses, such as logging.
So now this is kind of funny, right? Because it's a makeup software, but a lot of the sonar tech comes out of phishing. A lot of the stuff that our government uses against us comes from some weird-ass recreational shit.
Into apps, entering a space, and identifying intruders in a secure facility.
We can have a precision level of up to 99.58%. Literally, the only companies that are slightly more precise than us come from countries like China or Russia that have a difficulty going to market outside of their home markets.
Richard Carrier is FaceMe's general manager. Although the majority of the company's clients are in the private sector, they have supplied technology to governments around the world. And Carrier agrees with Istvan that facial recognition technology could be a giant boon to public safety, and that it could reduce the likelihood of police interactions turning violent.
If I'm a citizen and cops come to me, I'd be very happy for them to know who I am even before they come to me.
And Carrier says the company won't sell its
could that guy be any more Canadian?
Technology to repressive governments or law enforcement agencies.
I'd like to believe that we would only associate ourselves with police forces or law enforcement organizations that are respectful of individual rights.
But law enforcement agencies are already showing a lack of accountability in how they use.
Weird. That's weird, right? Weird.
Use facial recognition technology. The police department in Chula Vista, California failed to properly report to a federal oversight committee how it was using a facial recognition program according to a fired whistleblower. Chula Vista PD declined our interview request.
What we're seeing is with all surveillance technologies, whether it's license plate reader systems or face recognition, that agencies are being very promiscuous with who they share data with, without really ensuring that the rules that are in place locally are also being followed nationally or by other states. They want to collect it all, but they don't really care about protecting it all.
And he worries about China's use of facial recognition in conjunction with a state-run social credit system, which assigns citizens a numerical score based on their behavior. China has also rolled out increased pandemic-related surveillance that monitors for fevers and flags individuals not wearing protective masks during an outbreak.
I repeat, flags people not wearing masks during an outbreak. Make note of that. You remember when I told you that this shit wouldn't be over till June at least? Watch how we're about to get extended into June. Remember when I'm telling you this face mask shit is going to come back here? It's gonna.
The thing that we can learn from China is that this surveillance, as it continues to grow, is going to be less and less about public safety and more about controlling people. It's about social control.
I think the social credit system that China is using is absolutely awful. And the problem is that they're setting such a bad example for the rest of the world that everyone's turning their back against AI facial recognition. There is a good way to use it. It's just pure safety. Is there a terrorist walking into the Super Bowl stadium with a suitcase that somebody didn't catch? Is there somebody walking into a mall with a gun? These are things.
That was a really specific example, right? Oh, I don't know. What if somebody had, I don't know, a 1992 Chevy Corsica filled with fertilizer bombs? I would want to be in that game. He would not be in that game.
That I think AI facial recognition, as well as other types of surveillance devices, can really help the public.
Istvan also believes our entire conception of privacy will need to be revised in the coming years.
I believe in a society that's totally transparent. A society where sort of everybody can see what everybody's doing. Now, I'm not saying in your bedrooms, but certainly in anywhere in the public sphere, that it has to go.
That's already kind of happening, though, and he's not wrong about that. I mean, the eye in the sky is being everywhere. You can go on to, like, live leaks. You can go on to all kinds of places and just watch live cams.
Both ways. And you must be able to look into the lives of all government officials. I would like a kind of law that all police officers are always filmed whenever they're on duty. I would like something very similar with any kind of
That is a great idea.
Excuse me, bitch?
You heard me.
Politician. I don't want backroom deals. I don't want things that the public can't see. Privacy, I believe, really does steal our liberty away. It's transparency that's going to give us all the freedoms we want.
I do think conceptions of privacy are changing, but I think they're strengthening. People didn't necessarily have a whole lot of concern about the images they posted to Instagram or Facebook, but now post Clearview AI, where it's coming out that all of these images were scraped and put into a face recognition database, people are concerned and outraged about that. And we are seeing a backlash against this company and the law enforcement agencies that work with it.
But Rose says that as the technology becomes more powerful and present, Americans will need to take a page from the protesters in Hong Kong, who've used face masks, encrypted communication, and most importantly, mass disobedience to resist authoritarian control.
The things that seem like anti-surveillance actions that don't matter by yourself, when you hit a critical mass of people, it matters a lot. So everyone there decided they were all going to ignore mask laws. They all decided they were going to get out umbrellas. They all decided they were going to get out the laser pointers and point them at the cameras and try to disrupt the collection of that information of people next to them who maybe didn't have a mask or it was knocked off. And I think that kind of belief in your power, that even if you think it might not work 100% of the time, that all of you together have this like tremendous power.
Rose's aim isn't just to design clothing that thwarts today's systems, but to cultivate a community that continually develops new methods to confound the surveillance state as its tools continue evolving.
I'm just a single human, and you actually have all of the skills at your disposal to try some of those makeup techniques, or see if anything in your closet that you might already wear has the ability to confound or interfere with these systems. It's a really important opportunity for us to try and get as far ahead as we can before we begin playing catch up again.
All right. So yeah, that's a big thing that's been going on, and I think it's really scary. I mean, it's got a lot of actual fucking things that we should be concerned about. Let's jump back in the chat. Here we go. Let's see here. Savage Dragons D said the clip I saw of that showed everyone trying to hand it back to the first woman trying to call him a racist. Only, yeah, in the interview you're talking with Trump. Yeah, you're not wrong. Has Curly Dadums been coming over, or is he social distancing? I don't know what you're asking. Am I doing drugs on break? I don't know. Are you a cop? Leave me alone. Matt Doyman said, same thing with the NDAA. That shit's terrifying. Yes, the NDAA is really nefarious. And the thing that's even more nefarious about the NDAA to me is that the NDAA is the National Defense Act Administrative Order, not to be confused with the National Defense Act, which is Homeland Security. So anybody that's trying to Google it, if you put one less A in there, you're already like, oh, I don't see why this is bad. That's the shit they do. It's like the Patriot Act. There's a lot of unpatriotic things that were just intermingled within the fucking Patriot Act. That's just how it goes. That's what Q had been saying. K-Fall the Great. Like, you mean QAnon? Yeah, you're right. They did talk about it. There's me promoting my Venmo. Don't forget to go to Venmo at Corey Adam Comedy. Donate. Everything you give helps. Also go to PayPal. CoreyAdamComedy@gmail is the PayPal. Yeah. Information. Subscribe to me at Corey Adam Comedy. There we go. Unsuspecting way to perfect the technology. Yeah, is that the phishing and stuff? Yes, you're absolutely right. Crackbabies89 says you'll give them your rights and personal data, and you will do it with a smile while paying them to do it. Yeah, that's how it feels. And I mean, what's going on right now with the Patriot Act? That's why I'm bringing all this up. I honestly, I had a show yesterday when I read about this shit, but I mean, the whole thing right now that's crazy is like, there's a huge thing, and we talked about it a little bit yesterday. You know what? I think I still have it on here. This will be a little bit of a review for anybody that saw the show yesterday, but still important. So let's see what we can do here. Oh God. Yeah, we did the whole. Let's see. Boom. I guess I just have the ad here. This is on the Daily Beast, left-leaning place. So, you know, like even the left-leaning, like the thing about the left is they're trying to gun people so much. They're just pointing out what the Republicans are doing, which is actually what they did when they had Obama in office, because both sides do it. But this is something super terrifying. I urge everybody to read through it. But they're basically going to make Chinese-like surveillance just commonplace because of the way the Patriot Act is worded. And again, this is something that was used to stop fucking terrorism. And now look at us. Fucking garbage. Is this the fucking... Yeah. So this talks a little bit about the clash. Oh. Too many ads. Breaking news. Ellen DeGeneres is an asshole to apparently everyone. It's fair. You will lose social points for not wearing a mask, said Random Thoughts. Yes, you will absolutely lose social points for not wearing a mask. And here's the thing. It's not even social points. That shit could affect your credit. Like, it's literally the thing. So here, this is what's going on at Capitol Hill right now. This is from The Hill. I'm sure I can find... We'll look for some other stuff. I played this yesterday, but we're just going to review it because it's relevant to what we're talking about.
Congress is gearing up for a high-profile fight over reauthorizing a handful of controversial surveillance programs months before the 2020 election. After punting late last year to give themselves more time to negotiate, lawmakers now have 15 working days to figure out whether and how to reauthorize expiring provisions of the USA Freedom Act by the March 15th deadline. Policy battle comes as tensions are already running high in Washington after a weeks-long firefight emanating from the Justice Department, which will also be at the center of their surveillance discussion, and with the November election injecting a higher dose of politics into any discussion involving Congress and President.
See how they had to like, oh, and also this thing that's super bad, it's way worse because Trump's here. Like that's the narrative that you're going to get. Are you going to repost the Caesar slaw recipe from you? No, I'm not. I don't like slaw, and you can go fuck yourself. Slaw isn't relevant to this conversation. I'm sorry. Show me where Caesar Slaw has surveillance technology and we can talk. Otherwise, you're just being a dick. And you know you're being a dick. You're trying to get under my skin. It's fucking working. I blame you for all this. What do you think about that? Went after you. Yeah, deal with it. Yeah, you got to deal with it. Mm-hmm. Deal with it, yeah. Let's see here. Where the hell is the other one? I had another one all set for you guys. But who knows where it went. There we go. Holy shit, it's working now. That's fucking crazy. The thing about all this face recognition software and all this other shit is just... It has... Like, everybody's going to be focusing on the coronavirus stuff. But they're going to do a lot of weird shit while they're doing it, including the Patriot Act. And the Patriot Act, I mean, the FBI surveillance is real dumb. And it's been around for like ever. And it's not getting better. Hey, there we go. There we go. I almost got it. Nope, didn't work. Where is it? No, why isn't it coming up? Motherfucker. Trying to make sure that we get this. Yeah, and the other thing that's interesting about this Patriot Act thing is that they were supposed to vote on it in February, but they kicked the ball down. And now, here we are. Like, it's so funny. They couldn't do it because it was at a bad time, so they wanted to extend it past this crisis, but now the crisis isn't done, and now they're like, now we will talk about it. That's just how it works. I mean, it's so sad because we give away our freedom. We're talking about this. We give away our freedoms willingly. Like, we give it away, and nobody cares. I can't find it. I had this link. It was going to be rad. Ugh, this is garbage. Let's see here. Let's do... Where'd it go? I don't know. This one already came off the rails a little bit. I don't give a shit. It's Friday, so we'll go a little loose. We've had a really good week. I don't care. So keep everything coming. I gotta find this shit, man. I'm doing my best. And it's just not enough. What's really interesting to watch is the reactions that people had to issues like this, like the Patriot Act when it got signed. Everybody was talking about, oh, it's not going to be used for that application. As we go forward, it's not going to do that. But it does. It does every fucking time, and nobody gives a fuck. They just decided that's what's going to happen. And it doesn't, none of this shit matters, you know? Actually... You know what? I'm going to call somebody real quick, and we'll get something really weird going here. So I gave him a little bit of a lead up, so he knew that we were going. Ooh, that's great. I like that one a lot. Boom. There we go. All right, here we go. We're just going to call him right now. Talk to him about it. Hi. How are you? Yeah? Comedy Center website? What is the Comedy Center? Cool. It's not working. There it is. It was muting. Yeah, I'm just talking to myself. I had you on here, but you were muted and nobody could hear you.
Yeah.
I'm being real lazy. I'm being real lazy with my fucking Friday. That's what's happening.
Yeah, you're not the first person to mute me.
Yeah, but usually people just unfollow you. Tell the people who you are.
My name is Kelly Berger. I'm a local open mic comedian in Minneapolis.
Tell them where to find you.
You can find me on Facebook at Kelly Berger and Twitter at KellyBerger1.
Tell them about your autism.
I have it.
All right. Moving right along. Oh shit! That was our hardcore interview on you. I just wanted to ask the tough questions. That was all it was. We're talking about, so I don't know if were you watching or no?
No, I usually wait until your Twitch is on YouTube. I usually watch it while I play Mario Kart.
Whoa. Back off the YouTube plug. You mean you watch the old episodes on Twitch?
Yeah.
So today we're talking about surveillance. Have you seen the people are designing clothes to trick the facial recognition software and the license plate gathering software? So like, it looks like you write a bunch of like license plates. Yeah, you'll see it. It's pretty cool. But the thing I like this surveillance thing, because the Patriot Act, how much have you been reading about the Patriot Act? Are you up to date on that?
Not really.
So they're going to re-sign it, and they're basically going to give the FBI the power to just survey us like they've been doing illegally. Basically, instead of doing anything, they because when it first got called out by Snowden that they were spying on us, it was this big hubbub, and they're like, oh, we're going to stop doing that. And now they're just going to make it legal. It's like they don't even care. They didn't stop. But now it's just like, oh, well, since we're going to do this anyways, we might as well make it legal.
Well, how many actual terrorists did they actually catch with the massive surveillance? It just seems like it's an overburden.
It's a total overburden, and I don't know. I don't think they caught any personally. I mean, if they did, I don't know offhand. I don't know of a single terrorist that was caught because of voice, right, or voice, face, or any other kind of recognition software.
Right,
I do know some black people that were hassled in California because of it.
Oh wow!
Does that count? Is that catching a terrorist in today's day and age? Oh shit!
It depends on what your definition is.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not you're those corrupt cops.
Yeah, did you hear about the possible quarantine extension today?
Yeah, we're gonna talk to Brian's gonna come on tonight. We're gonna talk to him. But yeah, the sounds like mid-June now.
All right.
What do you think of that?
Well, I think it'd be better if they opened up sooner because, well, my job is pretty stretched out.
What's your job?
How much more? I work in a factory that produces junk mail. We work pretty closely with the post office.
You're not going to get anybody on your side by admitting you make junk mail.
Yeah. Well, actually, I get paid mostly to write there.
You write the junk mail? That's pretty impressive, dude. Congrats.
No, I write because I usually have a lot of dead time.
I have a lot of dead inside time. Ellie Mae said junk mail. Next guest.
That's the fact of my work.
They hate you now.
Thailand.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I know your audience.
Yeah. I don't want to brag, but you've really alienated 17 people, Kelly.
Wow, you got that double-digit crowd?
I do have that double-digit crowd. Shout out to Bad Man
Nice.
Trouble with his one fucking bit.
Since we were watching George Carlin, when was the first time you saw him?
When's the last time I saw who?
When was the first time you watched George Carlin?
I don't know. You want to hear a hard take? I never really liked Carlin that much. Like, I understand why he is, but he always got this reputation as being this prolific writer. but like his first like 5 albums, he recycled a lot of the material. So they're probably closer to 3 albums that he stretched over 7. I'm not saying he's not good. He is very, very good, but it wasn't until I got older that I really started to respect him. Like, I really like the like Little David years, so like probably like, I don't know, Toledo Window Box and like obviously Class Clown and AM/FM.
Yep, the first one I watched was Doing It Again, the early 90s stuff.
Mr. Approachable says, I like you, bud. I throw all my junk mail in the wood stove to heat during the winter. I hope you take joy in the fact that you warmed my testicles for a few seconds.
Oh, it's better to warm his testicles with fire than in my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, if he puts his testicles in your mouth, his testicles will feel like fire because you're infected. Bad Man Trouble said, wow, unsub. I think he's mad about the George Carlin thing. I also met George Carlin and handed him my demo tape, which I hope he never listened to, but I think he did because he never came through that gate again.
Wow, you handed him a demo tape? What was on it?
Oh, dude, it was my comedy from when I was like 18. Easily terrible. Like it was like I used to be a worse comic than you, Kelly, if you can believe that. I used to be terrible, and I had this tape that I had made. I had laugh ears. I thought I was super funny, and so I was just like, all right, let's do this. And he came in through the gate. I was talking to him, and I handed him my fucking CD, and I never saw him again. I hope he just threw it away, but I think he listened to it. It was terrible.
Well, before I started doing comedy, I would practice stuff. I would record it on cassette tapes and just...
Do you still have those cassette tapes?
Yes, I do. It's from 06 to 07.
How much money would you charge me to obtain those tapes?
I would pay you more to burn them.
Well, that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna. Well, I'll burn them in the fact that I'm gonna use the material on this show.
It's like the earliest form of Zoom comedy right now.
Yeah, no, we're in the early stages of virtual prop comedy.
Because I would practice it with no audience.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would just assume you'd like take your whole family, gather them around your tape deck, and just go.
Well, because the first 2 years I was doing stand-up, I was still up in Little Falls, so I would drive all the way from Little Falls down to Willie's.
I do remember that.
Yeah. And remember that show I put up together in Little Falls with you and Tom in that?
I do remember that. That was a great show. That was fun.
Yep. You got slapped in the face during that show, I recall.
I what?
Remember when you got slapped in the face?
Oh, I did get slapped in the face. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and remember, I tried to bring up some concept of making a contest, and Tom was the only one that showed up and won by default.
That's the only way Tom could win a contest anyways. He's in the room, and he fucking knows it. Bad Man Trouble says, the year is 2041. Carlin is being exhumed from the grave to collect DNA evidence because he dated of a dated Me Too accusation. In the coffin is Corey's demo CD.
I don't know how to respond
Bad
to
Man
that,
Trouble, how much semen is covering that demo CD?
I think that's a question for you.
Well, I mean, no, it's his coffin. Maybe he liked it so much he fucking died jerking off. All right, you go. You start entertaining us now, Kelly. Go. Tell us a joke.
All right. A joke? All right. Well, I've been working on a joke today. I just saw one at work. I was thinking, do you ever wonder, how many mobster guys are on social media and probably how often they would get people whacked?
No.
What a dork.
Oh, that's just me?
I'm just kidding.
You see how, people talk on the internet, do you think they would actually talk well, just think of how a mobster guy would react if he was, the Goodfellas kind of guy.
What do I amuse you?
Oh, never mind.
Tom Chilstrom says, I made more than you did that night, Corey.
How much did you make that night?
I don't fucking know. Tom remembers every nickel he made in comedy because it's only 80 cents.
Yeah. Well, I remember that I gave him 100 that night.
You gave Tom 100?
Yep, it was. Well, I was making good money back then.
Yeah, you still had all that sweet McDonald's money, right?
Yeah, I remember how much work I put that little thing together, because I would do well, I'd talk to the owner, I'd talk to you, and I put out all those posters together.
Yeah, how hard was that? Was that your first show you ever put together?
Yep, it was all together, because the reason I did Up in Little Falls, because I was so tired of just driving down. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do one up here and just see what that feels. And I really enjoyed. I was a nervous wreck because I didn't know how it was going to turn out, because we only could get like one ad in the paper.
Why only
But
one?
then, well, because that's how much the owner was willing to put up, and the rest was just me putting. I used my laptop to make some posts and just put them all around town, and only 2 people showed up.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But it was a really fun show. It was my first. I'm looking forward to doing more of those once I could do them. Well, not now.
What are they? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for the quarantine to end, because
Savage Dragon D says, can definitely tell he's only an open micer because all I hear is crickets. Then Tom had your back. He said, relax. What do you think? What do you think of Savage Dragon D? There's somebody hiding behind the internet to insult you, Kelly. How does that make you feel?
well, it makes you feel like everybody else. Plus, that's the beauty of the internet. Like, he can say what he wants, and I can crush him down like the authoritarian force that I have.
Wait, you have authoritarian force?
I hope. Never mind.
Come on, you were so close. You almost said it.
Never mind.
Now I'm playing cricket noises, Kelly. I feel like you're in your own head about this. Just breathe.
All right.
Just breathe.
Well, you know how my mind track is. It's sort of like the autism mindset is like a set of railroad tracks where I'm focused on one subject intensely, and then sometimes little side dodges. It's just like going off derailed.
Yeah.
So just give me some time to process.
Nope.
I'm more of a writer than an improviser.
Yeah, well, whatever. You don't have to worry about anything. We're just talking, Kelly. Calm down.
Yep.
Stop being so fucking nervous.
Yep.
Breathe.
Okay.
Just talk some shit, man. Just fucking tell Savage Dragon D that he has a tiny penis or some shit.
You're assuming he has a penis.
Ah, see, there you go. You're back on board, buddy. We got this.
Yeah, this is exactly why I loved public speaking, because I could organize my thoughts, and because I was just like this as a little kid back then. But
you could just organize them.
Yeah.
Are you masturbating or something?
No, I'm taking the no fap challenge right now.
You're taking a what?
The no fap challenge.
Oh yeah, have you not been fucking jerking off?
Let's see, what's the date today?
Today is the 12th.
All right, 12 days.
Really? You haven't fucking gone after it in May?
Well, during this whole quarantine, I decided to go after some addictions.
Yeah. Like what else besides masturbation?
Yeah,
what was the other addictions?
Well, I'll just change my diet. I cut out fried food and candy.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that been?
I feel a lot better. I have more energy now. I'm getting a lot more writing done.
Okay. What fried foods were you eating?
Well, just like basic fast food, like
Yeah,
fried
they're all
chicken.
saying everybody in the chat room thinks you're jerking off right now. Badman Trouble says that was definitely a jerk off pause. Oh shit.
What?
He's got a subscription for Whizbog. It's all this masturbation talk, Kelly. You're giving the people what they want.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And we got a new follower. Shout out to Whizbog and Brady K123.
Oh, nice.
Kelly, you should go full Coca-Zello on the show. Matt Doima wants you to get drunk and pass out mid-interview.
I saw. Did you see Joe Cocazello share that Twitch episode he was on?
No.
I just found it like weird, like he wanted that kind of attention.
It was very, very funny. Yeah, and now they're going after Tom, saying jerking off is better than doing crack, Tom. Tom has actually been trying to defend you this whole time.
All right.
So just know Tom Chilstrom's in your corner, Kelly. That's how you know you're wrong. How are you doing with all the isolation shit? Because you're kind of an isolated person anyways, right?
Yeah, I'm handling it way more better than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, you were somebody that I was like, oh, I hope Kelly makes it through this sometimes, because I know sometimes you get like a down mood going, and like isolation can really fuck you up on that.
Yeah, but I have a good set routine now. I exercise, and I have a good writing routine down, and I've been reading.
So how much are you writing? How much are you writing a day?
Let's see, on my walks I do 3 jokes every time.
Okay.
Yep, just got a good routine. Then I break it down, and I organize up, and then I've been getting also a lot of reading done. This is how the quarantine time is just time just to focus on yourself and just see it as an opportunity just to work internally.
See, that's where you and I are different. You see this as an opportunity to better yourself, and I see it as an opportunity for credit card fraud. Like, think about it. Everybody's at home. You got all these fucking, online transactions. Time to get that jet ski, baby.
Oh, you've been doing a lot of online shopping?
Yeah. Ever since I got all these fake credit cards, that's all I can do.
Yeah, I suppose for a social person like you, this quarantine's been hell.
Not really. I'm not as social as you think I am, Kelly. I'm very good at being social when I have to be, but I spend a lot of time at my house by myself getting high.
All right.
I don't need hugs. I need drugs, Kelly. That's what I'm saying. Tom said, I know jerking off is better than crack, but how else do you pass the time between masturbation sessions? Badman Trouble says, if you switch to meth, you'll never stop beating off. Tom Chilstrom says, Kelly doesn't sell crack. He's too innocent.
Oh, no, I feel bad about that picture I made of him.
Oh, yeah?
No.
I don't believe you do. I don't believe you feel bad about that at all. So what I want to know is, like, are you doing the virtual open mics as well?
No.
No. No interest, or just nobody's inviting you, or what?
Well, I've just watched a couple of them, and it just seems like it's more of like a group get together than actual working on comedy.
No, I agree. It seems like it's a hangout session, which is fine. I mean, I'm not hating on that, but it doesn't seem like people are actually trying to work on comedy.
Yeah, if it works for them, it works for them, but I'm going to do my own thing, which is not jerking off.
Yeah, why not jerking off? Why?
Well, because it just takes a lot of energy out of me, and I'm just trying to change some things. And
you know, ejaculating is it's healthy for your immune system, Kelly. You're gonna get coronavirus because you're not jerking off. That's what's gonna happen.
All right. Oh, it's a baller way to go out.
I don't know what possible benefit could not jerking off have? That just seems stupid. And again, do you, obviously, your life. I'm very libertarian. You can do whatever you want. It just seems like that's a weird one to me.
Well, I'm just exercising delaying gratification so I can, because I'm trying to be more disciplined.
Like, I don't understand it though. I guess why? Like you're trying to be more disciplined, so you stop masturbating. Like, were you having a problem with like coming in your pants too often or something?
No, it was just,
like, because that's what that seems like to me. You know what I mean? Because you're like, oh, I need discipline on what? Like, are you like just jizzing in your pants when you get up too fast or some shit?
No, it's just something I go to, like, and it's an easy out. Like, I'm also, well, you know about my dating situation, like how difficult it is, and I'm just not happy with the way things were going with that.
Megs B 1982 says hi.
I unfortunately know who that is.
Maybe. I thought if that's Blaylock, I thought she had a different name. She might have changed her Twitch handle.
All right.
Well, it could be her though. It's probably her. I mean, it definitely seems like it'd be her, right?
Probably.
We're like 3 comics away from a Willie's reunion up in this bitch. Ellie's here. You probably remember her from Willie's. Crack Babies 89 says bong rips to form a good res barrier to keep that Rona out. So why, like, were you spending a lot of time jerking off?
It was every now and then. It was.
Megs B 1982 says hi. It's not her. Who
All
is
right.
it? No, I don't believe you. Nobody would fucking take that name. Yeah, Tovar just showed up. Did someone say Willie's reunion?
It does feel like Willie's. I feel pretty humiliated.
Why do you feel humiliated?
Let's see. I think it's just my nervousness where I'm just trying to think out words before I say them.
Don't worry about that. Kelly, listen to me, right? Like, no lie. I know this is on a show, and I know you're feeling that, but just don't worry about that. Just shut the fuck up, and just like be in the moment. It's just you and I having a conversation. Don't worry about these motherfuckers.
All right.
Tovar says, "Quick, Kelly, throw a drink in your face. It'll help you relax."
Yeah, I remember that.
Why don't you tell the people about the drink incident?
Yeah, like one night I was up on stage at Willie's, I was doing a joke, and there was this really methed out crack whore who was walking around the area, and she was trying. Remember that front table that was in the front of the stage?
Yep.
She was walking in front of me. She was trying to go out that way, and I said, "Listen, lady, you can't go out that way. There's no way out of there, just like your drug problems." And she got pissed, and then she threw her drink right in my face. It was like being slushied, like in that TV show Glee.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least you got the opportunity to do a rough room, you know?
Yeah, and that's really burned my eyes. And also the experience taught me, like, okay, like something, I got hit and I got through it, and that sort of made me think, like, okay, maybe I will feel more comfortable just being confrontational on stage.
Yeah, I feel like you have a problem with confrontation just in general. Like, you kind of shy away from it.
Well, because I have this I overanalyze things, and you have that fight or flight, and I have that shell instinct.
Now, I know that that's something like, because the thing that I always thought was interesting about you is, like, when you were showing me books like Captivate and, like, Laws of Power and Outlier, like, you read a lot of stuff to change the way you think, because you're very self-recognized about how, like, you understand who you are. You're very self-aware.
Yep.
And so, like, why, like,
I do a lot of
how can you be that self-aware but still decide, like, that you're not going to be confrontational? You know, it's weird to me.
Well, I think it's just like it's the difference between like reading something and like actually exercising it out. Like, I don't know, I just got caught like in the average cycle where and also reading is super relaxing for me.
Sure. Do you have trouble with stress? Like, are you a stressed out guy a lot?
Yeah, and this is one of I talked earlier about how the quarantine is going well for me, but the dark side is I haven't had much interaction with other people, so I'm sort of inverting back into that habit again.
Do you think after the quarantine that like this time in quarantine might set you back in comedy?
Well, it's going to be the first few mics are going to be a little gonna take some getting back into.
What's the over under? What's the over under for how many unfunny quarantine jokes Tom Skoda has?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them are going to be passive aggressive.
I'm gonna go with 4. Mags B 1982 says, "Oh, you were so smart. You figured out my ruse." So I think it is Margaret Blaylock. Willie's was a training ground for whatever any audience responded, and you can keep going with your set. Sure.
All right.
Matt Doima says even money. Max B says 100%. These are all the money people who are betting that Todd Skoda will have a bunch of unfunny Corona jokes.
Actually, I'm going to go with 19.
Okay. That's pretty... I think that's pretty solid. I think that that's a good like idea, you know?
Yeah, it's the right number to take your breath away.
Does Todd Skoda often take your breath away? Is that why you're not fapping this month? A lack of Todd Skoda, so you can't get hard?
Yeah. Oh, I like those pogs.
See, look at you. Look at you fucking improving. You calm the fuck down and you fucking are improving. Good old off the cuff burger, they call him. You should. What's your middle name?
Brian.
You should change it to Az.
Yeah, Tom thought my name was made up already because of the Asperger's.
Dude, I'm telling you, Kelly Asperger's. Like,
it's good for the millennial crowd too.
Yeah. Whatever, man. I mean, here's the thing. I love that you're honest and open with it, and I love like just who you are because of it. Like when you first started doing comedy, you were trying too hard to just be whatever people thought that you wanted, like whatever you thought they wanted you to be. And now you're like, "Oh yeah, I have this. Also, here's what happened." And it's the jokes are coming from a more genuine place.
Yep.
Savage Dragon D says he's jerking off while talking to you. So how stressed can he really be? Yeah, that's fair. Max B says a lot of people are going to have terrible COVID jokes. You're not wrong. Right. Mikey Two Milk says your awkwardness is very charming.
Yeah, I do have that awkward confidence.
What does that even fucking mean?
That means I just struggle forward, but just embrace it.
So what other projects do you have? Do you have anything you're working on that's not stand-up related?
Well, I'm just doing a bunch of reading. I'm rereading some books. Like I'm rereading this book on.
When's the last time you read 1984?
I haven't read that. I just watched the movie.
Oh, you should read that. It's a great book. It's funny to me because I go back and reread it like every 2 years, and it just keeps getting less and less fiction every time I read it.
Yeah, I'm not much of a novel reader. I'm more into the technical stuff.
Like what? What would you say is your favorite book that you've read recently?
The one you recommended to me, The Laws of Human Nature.
Yeah, that book's phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
Matt Doima said 1984, life reflecting art. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Even though 1984 was really a reflection of the book it was ripping off called We, but by what is it, Alexander Zamanchin? Yamanchin? I forget what it is. Have you read Brave New World?
Not yet.
Mikey Two Milk says, what books would you recommend for those of us that are bad readers? I really like The Cat in the Hat and The Giving Tree.
Well, the book I'm rereading right now is Sex and Sensibility.
Yeah, I never liked those Sex and the City movies. Their sequels were real unwatchable.
But this one's it's an old book from the early '90s. It's the full title is Sex and Sensibility: A Reflection on Broken Wills and the Will to Censor. It was written by this woman who was a member of a group called the Feminists for Free Expression.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out in like the early '90s. It basically covered like the why censoring is so popular, why people think it's like an ill. It helps cure the ills of society and how it backfires.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, and it's
pretty good though. You like it?
Yeah, and it's a really good book for people to read if they think that Republicans are like the big champions of free expression.
Well, they aren't. And
again,
here's the funniest thing that I found out is that the first female ever elected was a Republican.
Margaret Thatcher?
Yeah, Margaret Thatcher. Shut up. So how do you think like that impacted your life, that book? Like why are you bringing it up? Why are you rereading it? What does a book have to do to get on your queue to be reread?
Well, because it's really fired me up for, like, gave me something like a purpose to have, like something to fight for. Like I'm very passionate about free expression. I think we should have open dialogue, and I think the best way to combat bad ideas is with better ideas. I don't think you should snuff people out.
Do you think like do you think your own anxiety and the way you lock up on words when you get nervous, do you think that makes you more avid about not cutting people off? Because sometimes when you get nervous, it has to feel like your own body's cutting you off, right?
Yeah, well, I also, like, with mass censorship, it also cuts out, like, the odd voices that can tell the group, like, hey, we're going in the wrong direction. Maybe we should try something else. And also, like,
Savage Dragons D says, crap, he's one of those I understand a woman's pain just so she'll touch my penis type of guy.
All right, well, I'm just going to ignore your comments.
Come on, go after him. Don't ignore him. Do some crowd work, bro.
Mm.
Dork.
Hi.
Hey.
I was playing a lot of sound effects.
Oh, wow, I couldn't hear them.
I know, you can't hear them on your end. To you, it just seems like awkward silence. To the listeners, it's entertainment.
We're all dancing to music in our own heads.
That's right. Everybody's considered insane when they're dancing and other people can't hear the music. That's why AirPods are funny.
Yeah, and if you notice, like, a lot of people are wearing headphones in, like, weird locations.
Yeah. Like, people are wearing headphones as if that's going to somehow keep their ears from catching corona.
Yeah, I'm like, do you really need to listen to your jam list at the grocery store?
Apology accepted.
Yeah, I guess not. So what's that like? So why? Like, I know, like, censorship is a big thing, but why do you get so? Were you censored as a kid a lot? Like, why are you so avid about censorship?
Well, I just feel like all the information, like, I missed out on like, maybe if I knew this a bit sooner, maybe things could have been better.
Savage Dragon D says, he really doesn't do good with hecklers, does he? All right, I'm sorry for hurting you over emotional feelings. Get him, Kelly. What are you doing? Get him.
I'll give him a fuck you.
Yeah, there we go. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck you. See, doesn't that feel good? Here's the thing about the show, Kelly, that you've watched enough episodes, man. The chat room's the bad guy. You're the baby face. The chat room's the heel. Go nuts. Tovar said your silence was still better than most of Tom's comebacks. That's not wrong. Ellie Mae said, of course he's over emotional. Ellie Mae said, of course he's over emotional. He's not masturbating. He has no release.
I'm just edging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels. I'm also having this conversation while I'm taking a walk on the sidewalk.
So? Whip out your dick, dude. Whip out your dick. Just whip it out and fucking give it a crank, dude.
Yep, give that family a happy hello.
Yeah. Just let them know that you're from Little Falls, and they'll be fine.
All right.
They'll be like, oh, yeah, all right. I do that sometimes with Hibbing when people are like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm from Hibbing. And they're like, oh, yeah, all right, whatever. Yeah, how's your walk?
It's going pretty well.
Good.
Very scenic.
Yeah? You're not supposed to be out. You're disobeying the fucking protocol, bitch.
Yeah.
Savage Dragon's
my distance.
Savage Dragon D said, he's been masturbating this whole time. Have you not been hearing the breathing and pausing? Yeah, walk is just his cover story for sure. That's actually what Kelly calls masturbating, is walking the monkey. Yeah, I had a lot of fun here, guys. I'm going to go walk the monkey.
Hold the leash.
Margaret Blaylock says, why are you guys so worried about Kelly's sexual health? I think Margaret's hitting on you, Kelly.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Guess now Tom's gonna be jealous.
Yes! That's... Fuck yeah, Kelly. All right, tell the people where to get a hold of you, Kelly.
All right, you can reach me on Facebook at Kelly Berger and on Twitter at KellyBerger1.
Perfect.
And also on Instagram.
There you go. We're going to have you back on this, Kelly. I'm going to break you. You're going to get better at doing this. You got to stop being nervous, and you just got to interact in the moment, man. There's no bad answers.
All right.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.
Goodbye. That was Kelly Berger. Good friend of mine. Kelly's a good dude, man. I like that a lot. But now... let's see if we can do this, because this would be phenomenal. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're just going to see. Tried. I was going to check in on Joey Coco, but he wasn't there. Yeah. Who doesn't love him some fucking Tom? Or some fucking Kelly, I guess. Pff, whatever. Tom, Kelly, Margaret. It's all the same.
What's up?
What up, dog?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Oh, good. You know, just watching a little WrestleMania 3.
Oh, wow. Does the fun ever start? Tell the people who you are.
This is Tom Chilstrom.
So,
the one and only.
So you, Kelly, and Margaret have some kind of love triangle brewing? Is that what I'm reading about here?
What are you talking about?
The chat room. They seem to think that you and Kelly and Margaret have like some kind of love triangle going on.
Okay, I'll take what they want. I don't care.
I feel like you do care, though.
Not really.
It's a doc with a boner drag weeds.
I should tell you to care.
Yeah? Why are you so tired,
Yep.
buddy?
Oh, I'm just kind of worn down.
Yeah? What, like,
Yeah,
'cause
man.
You've been working this whole fucking... Are you still fucking mad and bitter at everybody that doesn't have to work?
Pretty much.
Well, on the bright side, it sounds like they're going to extend it till mid-June, so...
I know.
So
I know that's what's going to happen. I know it's coming. I think Walls will literally just put another month on this and just say, well, enough with this 2-week thing. It just doesn't make sense to come back now.
But these motherfuckers knew it would be June and fucking March, dude. They knew this. They just knew they couldn't fucking tell us.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to just have full-on revolt.
Yeah.
So. Or
How many times have you masturbated in this month?
This month?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even track it day to day. I mean, fuck. I mean, you know, normally on the weekends and stuff, it's maybe 3, sometimes 4 if I'm really bored.
Jesus Christ,
for
4?
a day. If
What
I'm bored.
What are you, the fucking Michael Jordan of jerking off? Jesus Christ, 4? Oh, God, Tom. You look so sexy laying here bored. How about you and I step over to the cum sock and go for a 4-peat?
Yeah, because it's really me looking at myself, thinking that.
I feel like it is. I feel like you try to play it off like you have this depression, but like nothing gets you harder than yourself.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, that's not true at all.
You're just like sitting there flaccid, like I'm bored. God. But I get to be Tom Chilstrom and then just boing.
But I get to be Tom Chilstrom.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really something that's normally celebrated, just to be honest with you.
Maybe it should be, Tom.
Okay. I mean, sure.
Doiva calls it quote unquote Tom's flu game. That's really funny, Tom. I'm sorry that you're bad or tired and can't laugh at fun stuff.
Oh, I'm not mad.
I feel like if you weren't mad, you would have laughed at that, though. Like, you jerking off 4 times in a day is your flu game? That's really funny. It should have been Jordan's spoo game, to be fair, Doima. If you were a better writer, you would have fixed that, but still.
I mean, how else do you break a fever and shit, man? You gotta get some kind of exercise, man. You gotta get some sweat going.
Wait. Hold on. Back up. You sweat when you masturbate?
No.
Okay, good.
Well, I mean, maybe.
I was going to urge you to go see a doctor.
Listen, man, I got a bad ticker, okay? Everything makes me sweat nowadays. And I'm fat. So
I can only tell my bad ticker when I'm doing dry anal on myself.
Try anal on myself?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is a one of those DIY things, man. All you're going to need for this is a curling iron.
DIY, dummy.
What? Do
Not
it
DIY.
inside yourself?
No, do it yourself. That's what you mean, right?
No.
DIY doesn't make any damn sense.
I mean, Tom, maybe I was alluding to why the acronym was going to be different in the fucking punchline that you just stepped all over. You ever think about that?
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were trying to make fun of me.
Apology
Oh, no.
accepted.
God forbid. Oh, I'm so sorry. I ruined a joke.
See, like, that doesn't feel genuine, Tom. That feels like sarcasm.
It was a little sarcastic, but you know what? Honestly, that is the cardinal sin of being a comedian. You just can't heckle, man. You can't heckle and you can't step on jokes, man. So I do apologize. I should have given you your time. I apologize.
Savage Dragon D says it is for Kelly every time Mag screams Tom's name while she's fucking Kelly.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I kind of passed out for a little bit when you were talking with Kelly, so I don't actually know.
Why would you? Why did you pass out? Was it was too captivating, or you're just too tired?
Oh, just pretty tired. So I kind of missed whatever the fuck they're talking about, to be honest with you.
Mikey Two Milk says, I feel like Tom sweats no matter what he's doing.
Well, yeah, normally. I mean,
Crack Babies 89 says, Tom's putting me to sleep. Tell a joke.
Tell a joke?
Yeah, they fucking did it. They fucking did it, right? Oh, they fucking did it.
Oh, shit! Because that worked so well the last time I tried.
When have you ever tried to tell a joke, Tom? See what I did there? You see what I did there?
Yeah, I mean, your words are hurtful, Corey.
I just want you to know that I love, respect you, especially your manners.
Okay. I mean, great, I guess.
Dude, Margaret just chimed in and said, donate the curling iron to the homeless because they need a little hope. What is that? What? So, like, a curling iron you've sodomized yourself with is going to somehow give a homeless person hope? I feel like that's just going to give them nightmares. Right? You're on my side on that one, right, Tom?
Listen, man. I don't know where the fuck anybody goes with jokes like that, man.
What do you mean?
Or attempted jokes like that. Well, I mean, why even say say such things, you know? I just don't understand it, man. We need to be nicer to each other, guys. That's what the media's been telling me the whole time with these commercials.
How are you doing a babyface heel turn? I just don't even understand it. You fucking wanker. Mikey Two Milks says, we got spicy Tom tonight.
Not really. He got like whacked out of his fucking mind. Right
Apology accepted.
What a dork.
I'm hitting you with those sound effects, baby.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Ran Out of Thought says, oh shit, don't the homeless need dope? Yeah, they'd rather have a dope than a fucking curling iron I've shoved up my dry asshole.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this show took a turn, Tom. Here's the thing, right? In life, sometimes you do a show and it takes a turn and it gets bumpy, right? A lot of people steer away from the bumps. I like to just stare at them, steer into them, and just shove that curling iron right up my asshole.
Wow, man.
Ellie Mae says, Tom, you're doing great. Don't listen to them.
I mean, who the hell am I to kink shame? But
don't do it.
Well,
don't you kink shame me, Tom.
Yeah, you're right. I can't kink shame you if I literally just talk about masturbating 4 times in a day. So
yeah. If you don't want me to bring up the Barney the Dinosaur fucking Perry Mason fantasy, then don't fucking go this route, Tom.
That's not a thing.
That's not what you told me on fucking Fans Only.
You think? Right. Okay. All right. Sure.
Corey, does anyone ask you why a single bald man owns a curling iron? No, because they know it's to fuck. See, that's what I'm talking about. Instead of like weaving away, you just got to cram this down their motherfucker's throat. Like a curling iron.
There you go.
Are you really this tired by 9:30? Have you been drinking tonight or what? Just
I've had a couple
week?
beers.
Okay. I just like I understand that you get up early, but it's 9:30 and you kind of sound like you're dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I mean, I don't know. Like,
wait. You said you masturbated 4 times in a day. Was that a work day?
No.
Okay.
God, no.
Good.
That'd be very fucking hard.
I'm just making sure you're not at work making quote unquote extra deposits.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It was nice. It was nice to have Kelly on. It was nice to have Kelly on earlier. I got to use the cricket sounds a couple times.
Oh, are you trying to use them right now too?
Well, I mean, I will now. Tell a joke.
I'm not gonna tell you a joke. I did see somebody like throwing some what are they called, tokens or something? I don't know what they're called. I don't ever give them to you, so I don't know.
Well, if they were something you've never received, they'd be called respect, now wouldn't they, Tom? Also,
It's,
they're called bits.
Bits. That's it. Yeah, sorry. Also, hurtful, unfortunately true. So.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Tom. You get it. Now lean into it, man. Life's a lot more fun when you just lean into it. We got ran out of thoughts, cheering 10 bits. Thank you. That's super awesome. Crack Babies 89 says, say a blonde joke or something.
Oh, you want me to go hack with this? That's Corey's place. Come on, everybody. And Doima's apparently too.
Bitch.
What did you just say, bitch?
Excuse me, bitch.
It's your place and Doima's.
Oh, it's fucking
too.
on now, motherfucker.
Well, Doima always had that hack comedian shirt. By the way, why are you using the picture from the New Year's show that I did out at Ankies? It makes me look like a father of two, like,
yeah, that's what I wanted.
Sons.
I wanted people that have never seen this show to think those were your kids. Kind of explains why Smezrud is real fucked up, and Derek clearly doesn't talk to you because he's doing fine.
You know what it actually looks like more is like I'm just like the half brother that they don't want to own up to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or you look like that like really, really fat chick that insists on being in all the pictures, but only if she can be behind all of her friends.
Oh yeah.
You know what you look like? You know what you look like? You look like a fat chick's dating profile.
Ooh.
Right?
That is very.
Because you have like your two more attractive friends on the outside, and then you're like, hey, look, I hang out with cute people too. Ha ha.
Well, or what it is they have like 5 of those, and that's all 5 of their pictures, and you don't know which one is which.
What's really funny,
like,
Matt Doima said, what's really funny is Nathan and Tom are the same age. I think what's really funny is how Derek is pointing up one finger, showing you exactly where Tom's left hand is and what it's doing.
Yeah, it's just right there, man. I'm just, pat my boy on the shoulder. He did a good job that night, man.
Dad, get your thumb away from my butthole. I've got both my thumbs here, son. Ta-da.
All right.
What?
Yeah, that was Derek's first paid gig right there, though, too.
Was it really?
Yeah. Which also means that he wasn't getting paid for the open mic he was running, so that's not a good idea.
Margaret Blaylock says Tom is a good dad.
I mean, no one can actually say that because I don't have kids, so.
I feel like you would be a terrible father, so not having kids by default makes you a good dad. Like you're looking out for your kids by not having them, you know? It's a very loving gesture.
I suppose if anybody can say that with conviction, it would be you.
Conviction!
Oh, God. Why are we friends, by the way?
My man.
What?
Or I should phrase it differently. Why do I consider you a friend?
Why are we mild acquaintances that have known each other? Because you won't quit comedy, Tom.
I don't think you want me to quit comedy, to be honest with you.
I mean, are you just fishing for some well wishes? Because I mean, I can give you honest opinions, but you always hate that.
No,
this is the dichotomy. This is the dichotomy that people don't realize about being your friend specifically, right? It's like walking this weird ass minefield because sometimes Tom is super emotional and kind of a little bitch, but the other times he's awesome and wants to get drunk. But when he's being awesome, he'll get pissy and a little bitch at you if you give him compliments. But then if you don't give him compliments, he'll get pissy at that. It's like there's no fucking winning. Like your ideal relationship is just a mild acquaintance that you see at the gas station 2 times a week. That's like what you're emotionally built for.
Listen,
I guess.
You don't talk bad about George, okay? George is the best friend I have, okay?
Yeah, well, maybe if George wasn't so fucking dumb, he could work somewhere else.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Listen, some people
He's
don't
gonna have to.
have
He's gonna have to because that Sinclair is not gonna be there forever, Tom.
It's not Sinclair that I go to, Corey. Come on.
Yes, it's a Sinclair that used to be a Shell that used to be a 76. That used to be a Texaco. I'm just grabbing all the old fucking gas chains I can think of.
What about a Phillips 77?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Literally forgot all about that one.
Yeah, man.
I only remember
Or,
76 because it was like rolling around in that really bad Jurassic Park movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What about Tom Thumbs?
I don't think they had gas. They were convenience stores.
No, a lot of them had well, I guess out in the suburbs more.
The one that was
They
like
all-
in New Hope or like around, there's one in Hopkins off Cedar Lake Road. Or I guess
Right.
that's Minnetonka. That one did not have a gas station. None
Yep,
of the ones
yeah,
in the
you're
West
right.
Metro had gas stations attached. But I think you're
Well,
right, because
or-
yeah, that old one at like off Central absolutely had a gas station.
Yeah, I guess that depends on where you consider where the end of the metro is, because I know there's one out like
Mikey
Delano
Two
Way or
Milks.
something like that.
Mikey Two Milk says Tom is the nicest guy. He always offers you a beverage and never farts in front of you. He's a true gentleman.
Well, thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. I don't think I actually did fart in front of him, so I guess that might be true. I don't know.
Ran Out of Thought says, what are his sons' names?
The boy on my left is Derek, and the boy on my right is Nathan. They're two of the finest gentlemen you'll ever meet.
Savage Dragon D said, so he stayed in your life, kids.
No, it's more like an absentee father kind of thing, like just coming
Yeah.
around when they're finally adults.
That's actually a picture from their court hearing where the mom got custody. Everybody was very happy. She's the one taking the picture because she hates being around Tom. But man, the kids were so happy not to have to go live with dad.
Exactly.
There's only so much cigarette casserole a kid can eat, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Come on, you were having fun. Now you're drained again.
What he said.
Come on.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to watch Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, okay?
Spoiler alert, Hulk Hogan wins.
Yeah, he shouldn't have, though. This match is kind of fucking worthless in comparison to actually the rest of the WrestleMania 3, to be honest.
Yeah, but it was real important because it was a handing of the baton, and Andre didn't die for anybody.
True. That is true. Of course,
Have you ever seen the documentary, Andre?
No, I haven't.
Dude, check that out. Like, check that out immediately, post haste. That they have a very awesome interview with Hulk Hogan in that documentary where he talks specifically about that WrestleMania and working with Andre.
That's the one that HBO did, right?
Yeah, amazing. One of the best wrestling. Like, I would put that up there with Resurrecting Jake the Snake and Beyond the Mat.
Hmm.
And I guess Dark Side of the Ring now. Like, the Ultimate Warrior one's on tonight.
Well, I'll have to watch that one tomorrow then.
Did you watch the Herb Abrams one?
Yeah, we talked about that. I think
God.
over
Fucking
the weekend or something.
greatest quote ever. He died doing what he loves: cocaine and hookers.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, like rewatching
Savage
some of
Dragon D says, so Tom, what's it like losing custody of your kids to Margaret? Shots fired.
Well,
that's
not to be too insensitive to Margaret here and stuff like that, but there's no way that her offspring would ever be that attractive. Those are two good-looking guys right there. I'll give Derek and Nathan some respect there, man. Decent-looking kids. There's no way that offspring of Margaret and mine would ever look that good.
Yeah, the genetics clearly didn't come from the mother's side or the father's side.
Yeah, sometimes adoption works better than actually having kids, okay?
It's just weird how all of your kids look like the milkman.
Yeah, I mean, I was always called the milkman's kid. Actually, my fucking uncle said that once in front of my dad too. It was fucking weird.
Margaret says the Glow documentary is really good too.
I haven't seen that one. Your dad has a sweater like that? Well, good for you, crack babies.
Ooh, shit. You're getting mad. There you go. Go after him, man. Stop pulling punches. Get mad.
I don't need to go after them, man.
You do. I'm going to keep poking you with this stick till you fucking go after him.
Yeah, this is going to make for riveting.
Mikey Two Milk
quick
says you're
riveting.
fat. Margaret says she's a better comedian than you. Crack Baby said you're the dad and you smoke crack.
Yeah, they all say I smoke crack.
Ran Out of Thought said, sorry, Tom. Margaret was running around on you.
Huh.
Crackbaby89 says, hi, Dad.
Oh, yeah. All my kids now are coming around.
Yeah, that's right. Now that you're famous and you're on a Twitch show, all the kids are popping up.
Corey, I hate to.
Don't. I will drown you out with it. Nope. All I hear are air horns. I only hear air horns, Tom. Tom, I appear to have muted your mic. Go ahead and say whatever you were going to say. All I hear are air horns, Tom.
This is a great show, Corey.
That's right. You goddamn right it's a great show, and you can ride it all the way to fame, baby.
Yeah, apparently I already have. You said yourself I'm famous.
That's right. You are.
Apology accepted. Your audience. Oh.
Yeah. You finally, hey, Tom. You know that empty feeling in your heart, and just like how nothing on this coil is really satisfying you, and sometimes when you're alone and drunk, you get those dark thoughts where you're like, man, if I just release myself from it, well, guess what? This is what achieving all of your dreams feels like, Tom.
Oh God, don't make me fucking cry, you dickhead. It shouldn't feel like this.
You remember when you're sitting alone thinking no one will ever love you? Well, guess what? It's not going to get better.
Oh.
Because now you're famous, and it still sucks.
I'm not famous, Corey.
No, you are. You made it, man. You're on my Twitch show, baby. We're famous.
Yeah. How many followers do you have?
Look. Fame is not a metrics game, okay? Anybody that's famous knows that, Tom.
In this case, it is a metrics game. Twitch and YouTube are both the same in that regard. You're not famous unless you have followers.
Bitch.
No.
Or one viral video. Do you have a viral video?
I do have a viral video.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a viral video for years, bitch.
Is it the Black Friday?
No, it's the tow truck.
Oh, that fucking thing.
That tow truck is sitting on something like 80,000 views.
Oh, okay.
Which is like, it's kind of actually fucked up because well, I bet a lot of people, you know what, we'll play the tow. We haven't done the tow truck video on here ever.
Oh. It's very fun, everybody. You'll all enjoy it.
Yeah.
Not to make many guarantees in life, but it's death, taxes, and enjoying that tow truck video.
I feel like you're laying it on a little thick now, Tom.
Listen, man, it's called selling. Have
yeah.
you ever sold anything in your life?
Now you want to sell, you motherfucker? Now you want to sell. This whole fucking episode, I'm just giving you cherries that you could just be slamming down, and you're like, no, I think I'll fucking no sell this. I think I'll heel turn, babyface that, and now you're bitch ass. You can't even take a bump, but now you want to sell?
I can take a bump. You know I can take a bump.
I mean, just because life keeps giving you bumps doesn't mean you can take them.
Oh shit!
Listen here, man.
Uh-oh, here we go. This is when you know Tom's getting serious.
You stepped over the line.
Oh, did I?
I need you to wind it back a little bit. Don't say you're sorry or anything like that, because I know you're not. Just,
I don't want to
know where the line is.
I don't want to hear any lies out of your whore mouth, but back it up.
Exactly. Like, just bring it back a little bit.
What part of what I said do you feel really crossed the line? Like, what part really felt bad to you?
Basically saying that I can't take a bump. Yeah, life has given me bumps, but, I feel like I'm doing mildly okay with most of them. But I can still take a bump when needed, okay? And yes, you're right. I have been no-selling you a lot.
Well, shit.
Tonight.
The Chris Maddock is in the room, and he said, chill storm.
Oh, good old Madhu.
The Chris Maddock. God, what, dude, I love Maddock to death. Maddock, what's your fucking problem? Your screen name is the Chris _ Maddock? That's the worst screen name I've ever seen in my life.
Really? Corey Adam Comedy? Really?
Yeah, at least there's no fucking underlines. Have fun promoting that and explaining to everybody how you have an underline. And if you're going to do that, why is it the Chris Maddock? Why isn't it just Chris _ Maddock?
Why are you calling it an underline? It's an underscore.
I said underscore.
No, you kept saying underline.
I said underline the first time. I said underscore the last time.
you said underscore the first time, meaning the last 2 times you said underline. Why don't you go after then ran out of thoughts?
Well, the thing I'm trying to underline here is how I feel.
Okay, there we go.
And I don't want you to underscore that for me.
There we go.
Chris just said Chrismatic was taken.com. Get fucked, all right?
Why don't you go after what's my name underscore Sandy? Or Ellie Mae. No offense, Ellie Mae, you're a great person. But, why don't you go after that person for their name? Ran out of thoughts I already mentioned. I mean, come on, man. They all have underscores. Tovar has one too, you dickhead. You don't say shit about Tovar. You go after Chrismatic. My God.
Yeah, but Tovar's name isn't the Steve underscore Tovar. Ellie's isn't the Ellie. Like, if you have to put the implies that you're the singular one. But putting an underscore in there implies somebody else already had it, which makes you not. It's like that Adam Sandler movie, like Lone Rangers. You're not exactly lone. The underscore Chrismatic. Well, then somebody else was Chrismatic, so you're not the.
Did you really go with an Airheads reference?
Hey man, by any means possible, I'm gonna argue my point. God damn it!
It sounds like you're really just more pissed off about the than you are any other part of that.
I'm most pissed off about you calling me out for saying underline, if I'm to be honest.
Yeah, well, call it what it is, man. It's an underscore. That's
Chris goes, I could have handled Allegrezza. People are smart.
Oh, God damn it, Chris.
Don't you fucking dead name me, you asshole. I thought you were woke. That's not cool.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Just got so much better. Why don't you call Chris though? Have him on the show.
Because I don't want to. He's unoriginal. The underscore tells the tale. Even you, like fucking intellectual goblin that you are. Chris said I'm not woke.
Did you seriously just call me an intellectual goblin?
Yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Well, first of all, I didn't even know you knew the word intellectual or goblin, so that's fun.
Neither did I. Sometimes I get mad and shit just comes out.
Fair enough. I mean, I've literally called somebody a midget whore while driving once, so. I mean, that just came out of nowhere when I was driving once, so. I'm sure they weren't a midget. Maybe a whore, but not necessarily a midget.
Chris Maddox said Thunderscore. Thunderscore would have been a better Twitch name, Chris. FYI. You know what? Yeah, Tom, I'm going to let you go. Tell the people where to get you. I'm calling Chris. I'm going to yell at him.
At Tom Chilstrom on Twitter and Instagram, and then facebook.com/Tom.Chilstrom.
Hey, do me a favor. Cheer the fuck up, huh?
All right, I will, the Corey Adam.
It's good to have you, the Tom Chilstrom. Underscore Tom Chilstrom.
I guess Corey Adam was taken, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know what wasn't taken? Tom Chilstrom. By anyone with talent. Still, to this day.
Woo. Man, coming hard at the end there. Attaboy.
Yeah. Well, we got to, I had the kid gloves on. I like to work you up to the medium style boots, but I just don't have time.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, why don't you start off at the heel turn, and then we'll just...
Well, I just want you to know, Tom, I really respect you. I love you like a brother. I think that you do great things, and I really appreciate how well-mannered you are.
It's like you literally just said three truths and a lie, but they're all fucking nice.
No, they're all truths. They're all truths. You are a beacon of light that shines through us all. Goodbye. That was Tom Chilstrom. The Tom.
Hey, I'm busy.
Yeah?
No, I'm...
You busy?
No.
You busy trying to find a better fucking Twitch handle?
No, I'm trying to change it to put more underscores in it.
God damn it, don't do that! Tell the people who you are.
The underscore ol underscore mad underscore dogger. Chris Maddox, stand-up comedian, host of the long-running Death Comedy Jam and now the Till Death Comedy Jam. And
how's that been going?
Let's see. Great. Dude, it's one of those, like, when you try 100 things and the one thing you're like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I thought it was, you didn't think, you thought that was just going to be like for fun, but It's like, yeah, it's awesome. I gotta get myself on some.
I felt the same way. I felt the same way about my first tattoo. Like I overthought it. I thought it would be awesome, and then when I got it, it's like, oh, I need to do way more of these.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things that you're just throwing stuff out, and then it's like the thing you weren't thinking about, like, oh, I'll just do that for fun, and it's like that's the one thing that, like, it's like it's a good start. I've had plenty of things not start well.
Yeah, clearly.
Like, yeah,
like your Twitch handle.
Yeah.
Was like Chrismatic. You couldn't use Chrismatic?
A lot of hate mail over that. No, taken. For real.
And even the Chrismatic was taken?
And the Chrismatic was taken, yeah.
Why didn't you just do like Chrismatic, like MNDS or whatever?
Because I'm traumatized because of all the stupid names I've picked for emails and poor profiles and shit that, like, people like Doug Stanhope called me out. I had the stupidest, like, Twitter handle, and he was trying to tell like his fucking 50 million people that love him that my album was good, and he's just like, what the hell is this thing? I can't even make sense.
What was the Twitch handle?
Oh, it was P-Bow made me do it. It was a Death Squad one, so he wanted us all to have MCDS Chris, MCDS Pat, and it was just like, Stand-Up was like, this is stupid. And then Chris Maddock was taken, so I did the Chris Maddock, and then I've just been doing that ever since, because my goddamn email is the Liquid Gringo.
Yeah, that's. Hold on, where's my fucking applause effects? God damn it. Oh, no, that's booze. There we go. We're giving you a lot of sound effects you can't hear right now. It's a very, very professional endeavor here.
Nice. Give me more applause and laughter.
You'll have to earn them, the underscore whatever.
It's pronounced Prince.
The Chris underscore Maddock, but it's pronounced Prince.
Yep. You spell it with a star.
You're switching stuff over. You're gonna be on Twitch soon, right?
I was sorry, what's that, Corey? I got.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, other Chris.
Yeah, I got it. Sorry. Oh, Corey says he loves you.
I love you too, Corey.
I'm on his Twitch show.
Oh.
There's eights of people listening.
There's 21. We have 21 viewers. Fuck you.
I'm super proud of you, Corey. You're awesome.
2.5 eights.
Yeah, thank you. I just want correct measurements. That's all. So yeah, you were talking to me earlier about you might be coming to Twitch with your stuff, right?
Yeah. If not tomorrow, the Wednesday after that. It's like, I think I can, I got to get that restream, right? Don't you? I was just reading about it, actually.
Yeah, I don't use it, but a lot of people really like it.
You just do the Twitch though, right?
Well, I do the Twitch, and then the episodes are put on YouTube after the fact.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, we started on Instagram. And
Margaret Blaylock says underscore King. There's a lot of Chris Maddock impersonators.
They can't do it like I do it. Mine is more under.
Mine's so under it didn't even score.
So we did it. We started on Instagram, and we do it at 9:00. And
what's your Instagram handle for anybody here that wants to check it out?
The Chris Maddock, man.
No underscores though.
No.
Proud of you.
Yeah, dude. It's the viewers are going up, not down. I think that's Chris right there. That's what the show is I tell, instead of, since we can't do open mics and you have to try your material out for a real audience, I just do all my new jokes that I've wrote throughout the week. I try them out on my wife on the couch, who has a really good laugh.
Yeah, your wife has one of the best laughs in the business.
Yeah, I'm like, all credit to her, but I do have the
Do you
the
think
best
like
COVID
do you think
stand-up
like
show.
do you think like deep down inside you fell in love with your wife's laugh before her?
No, you just have to laugh at me, and then I like you. Like,
Ha ha ha. We still friends?
yeah,
Still buds?
yeah, still buds, yeah. Dude, this I met this kid, maybe 6 months ago. He's like, I met these nice folks, and they had like a 15-year-old kid, and he had autism, and he was super nice. And he came, he said, "This is Jonathan," and he came just right up to me, and he goes, "I heard you're a comedian. I like that a lot. I think that's great." And I was like, I love this guy. You just start off with a huge compliment like that. I'm just like, I really clicked with that dude. And then I'm like thinking back, I'm like, he complimented me a lot.
Wow, that was
easy?
one of the most things. It's like that guy just stroked my oh.
Yeah. Smart.
So
But,
you seem like you're more upbeat about this shit. Like it seems like you're finally finding your quarantine stride, as it were.
Oh yeah. I've just accepted death.
What does accepting death look like to Chris Maddock?
Live streaming.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get so many viewers when you kill yourself on live stream.
Oh man, I won't have to. I just go to the grocery store. No, man. Well, no, I feel bad for all the small businesses that are gonna have to sell everything at fire sale, and to all the big businesses that got all the money. But
it's just weird. It's just weird that they keep fucking saying this bullshit about fucking you can the electronics, right? Like going to Best Buy is a health hazard, but buying a TV at Target is fine. Like that shit's just weird. Or Ace Hardware can't be open, but Home Depot and Menards can.
Right. That's that's super
I would
stupid.
think you're less at risk at those smaller places because there's less people there. That's just standard logic.
I mean, I guess I don't. What's their logic? I'm guessing it would be those places have more stuff, so they have the essential things, and are they blocking off? I've heard both yes and no on this. That at some Home Depots they're blocking off certain aisles.
I think they did for a while, but I do not believe they're doing that anymore. Maybe they are still. I don't know. I guess.
Why create less space? Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. I mean, I also though, nothing that you can't do anything this big and have it totally make sense. There's going to be some inconsistency somewhere, but hardware is that's essential. Fucking dude, I gotta fucking put some screws in this shit or the deck's gonna fall off. Fucking let me go to Ace.
Right, and it's like my whole thing with it isn't even that they're saying you can't they're not even saying don't go to these stores. They're saying you can't go to these specific ones. It's
right.
It's definitely seems like people are definitely playing favorites and shit.
Well, for sure, and they gave. Where did all the money go? I mean, it's just right,
and the only people that ran into problems was all of a sudden they're out of money when it's time to pay small businesses. That's not a clerical error. It's just not.
Dude, I heard someone put it like this: they bailed out the cruise line industry before they made sure everyone had enough health care for the coronavirus.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the kind of shit. The one that I heard that I just was laughing my ass off about, right?
Yeah.
Is these motherfuckers, and you can Google it. It's all this is the thing. They're not even people get into this Joey Vincent conspiracy realms. They're not even hiding it. You can find this shit with a simple Google.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people, and it was 3 or 4 representatives on both sides, right? Who short sold hotel stock 2 days before they put all this ban shit on.
Yeah. So
they were short selling, and that's what fucking Martha Stewart went to jail for, was insider trading.
Well, and then I was kind of reading about that, and that led me to a bunch of people, they dumped a bunch of stocks because they knew everything was going to be shut down. But that led me to that's small potatoes compared to business as usual. All these Nancy Pelosi's a huge one where they get they get tips from, you know, they like to buy stocks. Like she's made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars off of like 8 different, like, hey, like the credit card companies tip her off in this new stock to buy. Oh, and they're under investigation, by the way. And like she becomes a millionaire while in the House of Representatives, and that's just business as usual. Like that's how they make money. So of course all the money went to the people that got them rich. And then now when all this is over, it's like, you want to go eat at Cheesecake Factory or Cheesecake Factory?
I think I'll go with Cheesecake Factory. It's also a very solemn day for, like, we lost to Fuddruckers over this. You know, the coronavirus has affected a lot of people in a lot of ways, but Minnesota no longer has a Fuddruckers, Chris.
You want to hear something really screwed up?
What?
I have it on an inside tip. They don't even make the cheesecakes at the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I know that for sure. I can 100% can confirm.
They store them there.
Yep. They get shipped in. They get shipped in, and this is the fucked up part. They get shipped in weekly, not even daily. Weekly.
Yeah. Dude, it's technically a Cheesecake Warehouse.
You should open with that.
I was trying to, man.
Oh, sorry.
Forever.
No, there's a lot of. I gave you a lot of laughing sound effects.
Oh, good.
Like you can't hear the effects over, but like, you know, they're working. 22 BMCD says cheesecake is trash.
No, it's going to be a lot of kick-ass. I mean, it's already been like that. It's already been, you know, the glomming up everything. But like, they're gonna it's going to be more so now. It's just going to be like, there's no, you know, old man Johnson's fucking shop down the street.
All right, I'm going to let you go. I didn't have time allotted for you, but your underscore infuriated me so much I had no choice but to add you in. We will get you on the show next week, and we will spend a little bit more time. I want to find out more about your virtual journey, because it's as your friend, you have come so far this last calendar year at just engaging with technology, because you're like kind of a Luddite. Like,
yeah, I was, and I decided to not be. And yeah, in January I bought a MacBook with the fucking editing software, and it was like, I don't do that anymore.
My man.
But yeah, I was, and I still probably am, but like not quite as much.
Yeah. Well, I just want you to know, your little baby steps are noticed, and I'm proud of you. Also, your underscore name is still absolutely trash.
I know how to get on the show though.
God damn it. He fucking used me. You used me, Skinner.
I manipulated you.
I didn't use you. I manipulated you. Manipulated.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, dude, no, we're going to have you on, like, what are you doing next week? We'll have you on next week sometime.
Dude, I'm fucking partying with Corey Adams.
This is our Friday, so we come back Friday through Tuesday, so we're kind of loose and wild.
Let's do, I'm planning on Tuesday.
All right, Tuesday it is.
Awesome.
We will see you next Tuesday,
Thanks,
buddy.
man.
Tell people again where to get a hold of you.
Yeah, I like that Instagram, man.
Yeah.
Fucking at the Chris Maddock and
but not with the underscore, which is confusing because you're Chris Maddock with the underscore here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting more underscores. I'm gonna be known for it.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna be known for. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, whatever takes the attention off your material, asshole. I'm in.
Comedy's dead anyway.
Seems like, right? I just want you to know that hurt my feelings because it's so true.
Oh shit!
Yeah, except for on my couch on Wednesdays.
Okay. Well, thank you for doing this. I will see you on Tuesday, I guess.
Thanks for having me, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Get less underscores, you prick.
Okay.
Yes, it worked. Finally, peer pressure worked.
Not.
Now start smoking cigarettes.
I'm trying.
Yeah, 100% peer pressure, baby. You know I'm trying to start. I've been trying to start cigarettes my whole life.
Yeah, dude, I just weak-willed.
You know, they say it's the hardest drug to quit, but they never talk about how hard it is to start.
Dude, drinking is like a trigger for me to not smoke.
Oh, tell me about it. It's like when I'm doing cocaine, I definitely do not want a cigarette. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Love you.
Cut him off before he said love you. He can get fucked. That's what I think about that. Let's just keep going down. Got a cavalcade of losers today. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Couple of things before we start.
That was
Number one.
Wait, hold on. I just want to say,
What?
I'm worried about your prostate by the grimace of you just answering the phone. Like I'm like, okay, here he is, and you're like, ugh. Tell the people who you are, and then read me your little riot act or whatever.
All right. I am Brian McDaniel. I am co-host with Corey Adam on Unregulated Radio. Should we ever be allowed back in that studio?
Allegedly.
But also, my real job is I work at the Capitol, and I
thought you were about to say your real job is the Wrong About Everything podcast. Like
that is my real.
I'm a co-host with Corey. I'm a co-host with Corey on this podcast. We're not allowed to do. Meanwhile, my real job is this other podcast.
Well, I miss the Unregulated Radio podcast.
I do too.
I endure the Wrong About Everything one.
It does seem like it's more taxing on you as of late, if I'm honest.
Oh yeah, no, it's a whole thing.
It also kind of seems like you show up there and it's like that fucking Far Side comic with the deer with a crosshair tattoo. Like you walk in and they're like they're aiming for you, man.
Yeah, but we got sponsors and stuff, so it's okay.
Anything for $1.
Yeah, in the swamp, baby.
Badman Trouble says, LaRoe, Pennsylvania, you are on the air.
Well, one, I've been drinking whiskey tonight, so
yes.
I'm all fired up.
Fuck yeah.
But before we get to this week's fun, one, Chris Maddock, his views on the Cheesecake Factory are trash. Two.
Wait, you don't like Wait.
No, I don't know. I just came in the middle of it.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go. Get him.
Two, I loved you used me, Skinner, because that is, of course, one of my favorite episodes with Scotchtoberfest, which is
that is Scotchtoberfest, isn't it?
You used me, Skinner.
Yeah.
And I had a third one, but I forgot it, so whatever.
Margaret Blaylock says, say Republican things.
All right. Those are the things that I know. So.
All right. Let's get down.
And I was drinking whiskey with people tonight, and I think I got Corey Adam a job, so good for me. Always be closing for somebody else.
That's right. I look forward to opening, because I am a sex muppet.
Giddy up.
Don't you fucking bring that in here. Don't you fucking do that.
No, the giddy up is everywhere. It is all things to all people.
Yeah. What's your insider honest opinion? Like, they're gonna extend this shit, right?
Yeah. So here's kind of what's going on. So for like the regular population, everyone's focused on is the stay-at-home order going to get extended? Is he going to open up some things and not others? Why the hell is the candy store open and not the local barber shop? But this is technically the last week of the Minnesota legislative session. By the Minnesota Constitution, we have to be done voting on everything by Sunday.
Why is that? That seems like really stupid.
Well, what it is because back, when the Constitution was written,
that old thing? Are we still talking about the Constitution?
That old thing. Well, all of the members of the legislature used to be farmers. So they put it in the Constitution that it's like, one of those things. It's like the third Monday after the second Tuesday after the first full moon, one of those things. But usually by the third week in May, we have to be done because in the old days they had to be they'd be allowed to go home so that they could plant their crops. Now, almost nobody's a farmer.
Fuck the police.
But
you said crops.
Crops, yeah. Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. But almost nobody's a farmer now. They have some, but a few. But also, modern farming techniques, if you don't have your crops in by now, you're screwed. So it's really just kind of a arbitrary bullshit end time. One that, as a lobbyist, I appreciate because it makes it end, but it also makes us have to come back for special sessions in June and July and everything else. But
special sessions is my favorite sexual maneuver.
Yeah, no, it's in the Kama Sutra, but somewhere way in the back. But yeah, to answer your actual question, I think that Governor Walz is going to extend the stay-at-home. Maybe not for everybody. He might, throw a bone to a couple different people because Governor Evers, who's a Democrat in Wisconsin, basically opened up everything in Wisconsin with follow these rules. But Minnesota hasn't done that. So I think that Governor Walz is facing a lot of pressure to open stuff up. So I think there might be some things that are open.
It seems like, honestly...
But I think...
Oh, God.
No, I was just going to say, but I think things like bars, restaurants, gyms, theaters, everything that kind of we care about, I think that those will remain closed probably at least through the end of the month. I always thought that Walz couldn't open up, a bunch of retail establishments while school was out, because why is it too dangerous to be in school, but it's okay to be at the Mall of America? I just think that that's intuitively hard to reconcile. But I don't know why he's doing a lot of the things he's doing right now.
Badman Trouble says Arizona opens up on Friday. In related news, Arizona will officially die in 3 weeks.
Well, it's Arizona, so whatever.
Here's what I like. I love that Florida and Georgia are opening up. I'm glad that we're not, but it's fun to be able to watch them and grab more data.
Well, there's more data, but like in Georgia, their numbers are getting better.
I mean, kind of, but we won't really know what the numbers are till another week.
Well, but here's the thing. When you open up, there is going to be a spike.
Right.
There's going to be a spike here. There's going to be a spike in Wyoming, in New York, in Florida, in Georgia, in Arizona.
Sure.
That's just going to happen. But if we are telling ourselves that we are going to stay closed until there won't be a spike, then we're looking at a year and a half.
Well, but I mean, I'm not, my whole thing is just the deaths. I don't give a fuck about the cases. The cases are being misreported anyways, as are the deaths, but the deaths are going to be the metric by which they use to either fucking keep their foot on our throats or take it away. And when you look at, I've even got it on here for people. When you look at the, I have a worldinfo.com one worldmeter.info that I go to, and it's got the most, I'll send you a link if you don't have it. It's fucking just this, are you familiar with worldmeter.info?
I know what it is, but I don't know.
So it's just a giant aggregator of stuff. They have population, death rate, birth rate, all this shit, and they've been doing it for years. And they just put on an adapter for coronavirus because why wouldn't you? They're already gathering all that info anyways. And the thing that's interesting with this, and it's been consistently, I have it on the stream right now. It's been consistently. It does this thing that looks like a radio wave. It spikes down and then it shoots way up, and then it spikes down and it shoots way up. And every down tick has been lower. And every uptick has been higher than anything else. It's crazy. And it's the thing that's weird to me is that the experts that I have seen interviewed in the field are very, very conflicted, and it seems like they don't know. And if these epidemiologists have no idea what's going on, no politician does either.
Well, and here's what I can say. Margaret wants us to talk Republican, and I will, but I don't think that Governor Walz is intentionally trying to do the wrong thing or make bad decisions. I think he is getting information from people that is leading him to some bad decisions, but I don't think that's his intent. However, if you look at Minnesota compared to our surrounding states, we have a lower percentage of testing, we have a higher percentage of deaths, and we have more things closed. So whether we have the right intentions or not, it has led to bad outcomes compared to our neighboring states.
Like road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, and
I'll one up you. I think that there is almost agenda right now. I mean, this virus became political, man. It's politicized. And what you have now from the optics to me, and maybe this is just the way the federals are poising, but it really, I mean, because you saw those people protesting to get everything open back up, right? You follow the Reddit chains and stuff. It's just afro-turfing from that guy in the fucking Tea Party in Florida.
Yeah, no, and here's the thing. That group is 100% a group of con men, and they lure conservative-minded people into thinking that they are this conservative group when in reality they are con men and thieves, and they have been denounced by the Republican Party of Minnesota, by tons of legitimate gun and right-leaning groups. They are bad people, and that is universally.
Tovar says we have a much bigger metropolis than any of our surrounding cities. I don't think so. I think Milwaukee's bigger than the Twin Cities.
Milwaukee, I think it is numbers-wise, but it's per capita. So, it's hard. Here's the thing. I mean, people want to yell numbers at each other all day, and I'm probably guilty of it too.
Oh, I am. It's like everybody got their fucking epidemiologist degree when this shit hit.
But here's the thing. Epidemiologists know the disease as well as they can. Economists know the business climate and finance stuff as well as they can. The answer is a combination of the two, but the problem is everybody is citing one or the other, and neither side is going to be 100% correct. No one's going to be 100% correct no matter what.
Well,
but it has to be, here's the health guidelines, and here's what we have to do to survive as an economic society.
Well,
and then we have to roll the dice.
And that's my big problem with this, is that as much as everybody's trying to be on each other's side, we don't know, yet we're fucking politicizing everything into these absolutes. I mean, we have a fucking snitch line in this state. Better wear your fucking mask or somebody will call the fucking cops on you.
Well, and I talked about this on the Wrong About Everything podcast, but a friend of mine who lives in Prior Lake, his wife is dying from stage 4 lung cancer. And they are, in their low 50s, so they are not old people by any stretch of the imagination.
Were they told that his cancer was COVID yet?
No, it's actually her. The wife is dying. So he had a bunch of friends over to clean up their lake shore, because they're on Prior Lake or whatever lake is out there, because the wife, who is legitimate dying, really liked being outside. So they cleaned up the lake shore so she could go out in her last days and enjoy their property. Now he knows that if she gets COVID, she dies. So he and his friends are out there, their neighbors are out there, cleaning up the lakeshore. They have pizza afterwards, and one of their neighbors called the cops. And the Prior Lake police came.
So then they had a shooting, right?
Well, they had to shoot him. But no, he said that the cops were totally cool. They understood. Nothing bad happened. But, if that's what we're doing as a society, we're doing it wrong. And for all the Twitter tough guys who want to tell everybody that you're killing grandma or you're whatever, nothing is black and white in this. And I hate to use the terms of the left, but I don't know of very many people who are not financially secure that are saying stay home.
Yeah, but it's not even. I don't even think it's a privilege thing. I think it's straight up a political thing. The Democrats, by and large, and I don't even think they know they're doing this. That's how much they're controlled by. You and I have talked about this before. To me, the optics, and I full disclosure, I was a Republican. I'm a libertarian. I have no skin in the game. I view both parties fucking trash. I have for years, right? Pretty consistent on that. What I see going on right now is that the Dems are being mobilized over this stay in or die, because that's what the left does. Anything that happens, you do this or people will die and it's your fault. Like the gun argument, it's like, can we just accept that nobody on any side of this wants dead kids? You know what I mean? And it's the thing that's so crazy about it is it just seems like the Dems are trying to sandbag this to tank the economy down because they think that that's their best chance of winning the election. And the moment that they started doing that, that's when the Republicans started super fanning the flames of war with China. Because if the Dems are going to tank the economy, the way you get out of that tank job is a fucking war.
Well, and I had this conversation today with two different groups of people who both were right-leaning, and they were saying, well, Governor Walz is orchestrating this for his own political purposes.
Hold that thought one sec. Ellie Mae, yes, the snitch line is absolutely real. You can Google it. That's a thing. It's not BS. It's real. Minnesota has a citizens tip line. We've had it since March, I think.
Yeah. Now, here's what I can tell. Is it Ellie Mae, you said?
Yeah.
Ellie Mae. The reason that the governor instituted that is because people were calling 911 to snitch on their neighbors, and that was using up valuable cop time.
Jesus Christ, is that real?
Yeah. So
oh my
part of the
fucking God.
So part of the reason that the governor instituted that was to get people to stop calling 911, but they should stop calling 911 and then don't do anything. They shouldn't call the snitch line
Who the
either.
fuck cares? And that's what I'm talking about. It's like we got to this weird place where everything is like social pious judgment against people, you know? Let's assassinate them.
Well, and what my point was when I was talking about having this conversation about Governor Walz doing this for political reasons, I asked myself and them, what is there to gain if you are the Democrats? Now, one, you could say they want to destroy the economy because that's the one thing that Trump had going for him.
I don't think they want to destroy it. I think they want to tank it down because it was at all-time highs. And the thing that we all know, I can't remember who did the quote, but it's the economy, stupid. That was one of the presidents.
I think that was Clinton. But then somebody else is saying, well, Governor Walz is doing it because he wants to keep people afraid of going out, so that way we would have mail-in elections in the fall.
See, I don't believe that at all.
Well, and that hasn't happened. I mean, the Secretary of State, Steve Simon, they've already negotiated that that's not going to happen. So
what I think it is, though, is I think it's this case of confirmation bias. I think that you have an entire party in the DNC that's being told the same. It's like MSNBC or Fox News. You can sit down and watch both of those, and then afterwards go, why was that a different story about the same topic?
Oh, headlines. But what's weird about this for me is that I know all of the people that are involved in this. I mean, I know the Commissioner of Health, Jan Malcolm, very well. I've been her lobbyist. I consider her a friend. I don't understand how this is happening because I know some of the people that are in charge of this, and I have more respect for them than kind of what I'm seeing as far as like the product that's being produced. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly who's running the show here because I don't think it's Governor Walz. I think he's getting information.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like there are orders coming down from the DNC, and then it's just fucking, it's literally like in-party politics, and then they're releasing, because both sides are doing the shit where the left is doing it with the death numbers, where they keep just fucking hard selling us. And remember, at the beginning of this, they were telling us that this might hit 4%. It's not anywhere close. And that's with all the because they're literally misdiagnosing everything to try to juice the numbers, and they're still not hitting what they tried to scare us with.
But the DNC thing, even that, it would ring more true with me if I didn't know that Tom Perez, who is the head of the DNC, his vice chair or whatever you want to call it, was Keith Ellison. And Keith Ellison's the current Minnesota Attorney General.
Right.
They're two guys hate each other.
Well, and they're
not buddies.
Well, but like Ellison, like it's not about like, I'm not saying that it's like a directive, but what they do is they flood them with a bunch of information that's coming from places that, again, because the thing that we know about this, and you and I have talked about this before on this show, there's no math. Like the math that everybody says they have, like the numbers coming out of China aren't real. The numbers that came out of Australia have an asterisk because they had a giant fire, so everybody had respiration issues. In Italy, they had the highest per capita smokers, and they had a very old population. And then when you get to us, now we're juicing everything. Like I said, you go look at the numbers on influenza. Do we honestly think that influenza took the first 70% dive it's ever has since we started recording it? Or do we think this other disease that we're really worried about is being misdiagnosed?
Well, and I've said it on the show before, I represent a hospital system. We're empty. Right. That doesn't mean in 2 weeks and 4 weeks we're not going to be full. But do we think that's going to happen? I mean, we're being told.
The whole point was to flatten the curve. Like, it was never going to get us out of this. And that's what I think. And it's absolutely shocking and offensive how fucking stupid Minnesotans are. If fires like, we gave it a month, now we're just done with it, whatever. I mean, you look outside and people are just, like, I watched outside, like, people were outside playing basketball. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And they're just like, I mean, hardcore playground basketball. They were like fucking slapping into each other. It's nobody cares anymore, and it's a problem.
I live in Lakeville, so it's all just lacrosse down here.
Yeah, just a lot of lacrosse. All right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the whole thing is like Minnesotans. We were in our fucking house all winter long, And I think most Minnesotans spotted the government like a month, and now we're just like, we're fucking done. Fuck you. Because
But if you look at the poll numbers, it's like 76% say that they agree with the governor's stay-at-home order, and I believe that people said that, but people are saying that because they think it's the right thing to say, and then they're going off and doing whatever the hell they want.
Right. Well, that's exactly what it is. It's like those polls that fucking said that Trump was going to lose. It's because all the Trump supporters knew that they could just lie to that pollster.
Well, and traditionally, like with gay marriage, which obviously is legal everywhere now, but back when it wasn't.
Oh shit!
Wait, back up. Gay marriage is legal?
You and I are married, so don't play
Excuse
coy.
me, bitch.
But
I'm just trying to suspend that. Can we get an executive order on that?
Well, if it'll get me Michigan, then yes.
That's the worst Donald Trump I have ever heard.
Well, one of the jokes in my fledgling act, Justice and Drew used to have me call in as Trump back in 2016. And when they called me and they said, "Hey, we hear you do a Trump impression," I said, "Oh, but it's not a good one." He goes, "Oh no, we know it's terrible." But one of my better jokes actually came from that. But in any event, what was I saying?
I don't know. You were trying to make COVID about your comedy career.
No, I don't know. It's all about me.
Yeah. We know.
Oh, we know. I don't know. Anyway, go on. I forgot what my point was.
The Dems did this. I think we're gonna find out that this disease originated at a fucking DNC caucus event.
It could be. I think it's very interesting how every week we either hear, yeah, it came from that lab, or no, it came from the wet market. I mean, does anyone really believe it came from the wet market?
Did you see that thread where I did my own investigation and posted all that shit?
Maybe not.
So I will tag you in it. I did a timeline because people kept calling me a racist because I kept saying it was done in a lab, right?
I believe it's in a lab.
Right, but so here's a couple things like this, and this is hilarious, right? One, the people that are refuting the lab. So if you say something about the lab and somebody gets up in your grill, right? Yeah. This is the easiest way to disarm them immediately, right? When they go, "Oh, this and this about the lab," you go, "Okay, which lab?" Because the lab most people are saying it didn't originate from is the virology lab, which is true. The lab it came from is a CDC lab that's, wait for it, 0.4 miles away from the Wuhan wet market. Right? And I will literally tag you in the comments of it so you can read this over. I had to piece together a bunch of op-ed stuff because only rumors come out of China. You're not going to get real news because the state controls their media, right? But so here's what I found out. And I'm not a reporter. I'm just a fucking fat stoner who was like, let me see what I can see about this. And I just spent about a day and a half Googling through stuff, right? So here's what I found. Are you ready for the laundry list?
Lay it on me.
All right. So first off, you have multiple reports saying that wet market doesn't even have bats. Okay. That's not being told ever anywhere. Okay. Two, you have now the lab in question is they have this really super huge like level 4 one that's the virology lab that everybody talks about. But there's a level 2 lab that not only has had safety issues. We were warned in 2018 by our own embassy that this lab would be a problem because they are way behind on safety protocol and they are doing dangerous experiments, okay? That's in 2018, right? With me so far? Okay. So then that lab specifically releases a documentary, Brian, and this is absolutely true. You can find this, a documentary on how they are gathering up bats and studying coronaviruses, specifically SARS. Like, I bet they wish they didn't make that documentary, but they did, okay? So now you have, and this takes us up until January. The documentary came out in, like, November of last year, right before the outbreak. Like, literally, right before the outbreak, they released a documentary about how they were studying bats. So then, and this is where it gets hilarious, right? So then, all of a sudden, they tell the world that they've cured it, and the World Health Organization tweets out that there's no human-to-human transfer, which we know is a lie. A doctor that was working in that lab came out and said that it's a lie and that they were testing some things and that it was a outbreak that happened. It was an accident, because this is what happened. This is literally what happened. It was a lab that had safety protocol issues. They were trying to prove they were better than they were, and they had an accident. And then China's government covered it up. That's what happened. That's it. It's not this biological weapon. It's not this fucking like agenda against Hong Kong. It's literally they had an accident. But they're China, so they just had to fucking cover it up. And so the whole thing is that, and this is where it gets really funny. So China's telling people that there's no human-to-human contact, right? Yeah. They moved their highest grade military epidemiologist over to that lab. Now, why that's important is that's the equivalent of like a 4-star general going to work at a National Guard. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's so underneath their position, there's no reason that should have ever happened. So then, after moving this giant person there, they immediately shut down all access to the lab for anybody inquiring in to look in it, right? Which is also weird, because if you're trying to clear your name and insist that something didn't originate in a lab, you could just let people in the lab. It's very simple. And this is the best part. 2 weeks after that military doctor got there, China started issuing national biosafety reform policies directed at improving biological experiments. And this is all, again, this is all stuff that's just out there. You can just find it. It's hilarious. Like, I always laugh at these conspiracy theories that are like skull and crossbones, because the reality is they're doing it in front of us. They don't even have to hide it anymore.
Well, because we are in a time in history, and this is, the right and the left, where people just believe what they want to believe, and there are enough sources out there that people can say, oh yeah, well, read this article, it says what I want, and I'm as guilty of it as anybody. But this is something where it, like you said, it has been so politicized that as a country, 49.5% of the population wants to believe that Donald Trump cooked this up in the basement of the Capitol, and they don't want to believe that communist China, who has atrocities against Hong Kong and women and Muslims and any group you can think of,
look at their history.
Yeah. And
ask
so
St. Paul is right next door. Ask a Hmong person about how they feel of China. They will tell you about China.
Yeah, here's the thing. You can not like Donald Trump. You can think Donald Trump is a bad president and a bad person, but also believe that China is bad and that China is capable of doing this and covering it up, because there is so much evidence for it.
Right. Well, and that's the other thing. It's also, if you have any kind of historical basis, if you've ever looked at history, go back and look at what China did when they fucked up their nuclear testing. It's almost identical to what they're doing with this. This is like their playbook. And they did it like ask fucking the Tibetan people what happened when their mass extinction event originated from a sickness within their society, which ended up being them just mustard gassing people.
Well, here's the thing. Go watch the was it Netflix, Hulu, whatever it was, HBO. Go watch Chernobyl. This is the playbook.
Netflix.
Hey, here's the thing. Read The Stand. This is not like any kind of far-fetched, series of events. People have been suspecting, and people have been showing historically that things like this, they happen, and then certain regimes cover it up for whatever their reasons are.
We have Corey. There's a little conversation going on in the chat room where they're arguing over people trying to sue China, and Corey Adams Rogue Thumb says, sue China for what? Bat coins? I really like bat coins.
We should definitely get in on that.
You know what? I'm actually going to give him a little currency. Oh, I see you've brought your bat coins.
No. Well, and I remembered the third thing that I want to bring up with you.
Yeah.
Is that you legitimately just said to Matic, see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday?
That's what you said to him. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's well, it's funny because of the whole cunt thing.
What cunt
I
thing?
don't know. Whatever. See you next Tuesday. That's what people say for cunt.
Really?
Yeah, really? You didn't know that?
No, I've never heard that before in my life. A lot of people tell
Really?
me see you next Tuesday.
Oh well, hey, well, guess what? They don't like you, but whatever.
That's
I
crazy.
like you. I like you.
So all right, we got Doima keeps asking about your what's your stance on Justin Amash?
Well, you and I have talked about this a lot. That as a Republican, I did not vote for Trump in 2016. I voted for Evan McMullin. As someone who's a political insider, everything Trump's doing now is what I thought he would do. I did not want that in a president, but I'm not surprised by it. So I also think people shouldn't be attacking Trump for doing what logically is Trump. But at this point, if the election were today, I probably vote for Justin Amash because he seems, and I can tell you, I know all the politicians, they're all full of shit. But he seems to be a little, especially me.
Especially me.
Especially me. I am the swamp, baby. Come on in the water. Come in the swamp. The water's warm. But I think that Amash, to a certain degree, is kind of like one of the last honest people up there.
I'll tell you, I've been I've been talking about him for like 3 or 4 years. Ever since the Trump election, I was like, this is the next guy. He needs to run as a libertarian. And everybody said I was nuts because he was a Republican. And I'm like, and I told everybody, I said he's not going to be a Republican when the election comes around.
Yeah. So do I think he can win? No. Do I think that he can, push the Republicans?
What if he wins 3 states and there's no electoral winner?
Well, that's the thing. That is why I voted for Evan McMullin. Evan McMullin was a Republican. He was a Mormon. And at the time, they were saying, and this ended up not being true, but they were saying that McMullin could possibly win Utah. So as someone who did not want Trump to get elected, I wanted McMullin to win Utah, have there be no electoral winner, which then constitutionally throws the decision to the House of Representatives. House of Representatives at the time was Republican, and then my hope was that they would pick a more traditional Republican. I was a Marco Rubio guy, and that was kind of like my.
I do think Rubio was the best out of that crop they put up.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, maybe
anybody not named Trump or Jeb Bush was all right, pretty much, except for the Zodiac Killer. I fucking hate me some Ted Cruz.
Yeah, Ted Cruz was not my guy, and Jeb, because when the election first started, or when the election season first started, people thought it was going to be Hillary versus Jeb, and I was very against that. I was like, well, we don't have monarchies here. We don't have royal families that just trade off power. In hindsight, probably would have taken Jeb, but I was a Rubio guy.
Yeah, but nobody was going after Jeb after that fucking please clap bullshit.
Please clap. Yeah, no, he was low energy. But Rubio, I mean, as someone who's a political guy, what I was telling Republicans, hey, we got a young, good-looking, conservative Latino guy. What's not to like? But we just can't have nice things.
I can't believe you voted for McMullin though. That guy's fucking horseshit.
Well, we know that now. We didn't really know that then. Yeah, McMullin.
You did your due diligence. You knew that then. I mean, don't get me wrong. Gary's Aleppo swip was critical. I get that, but McMullin was garbage. All of his platforms were trash. And it just pisses me off as a libertarian because there's so much fucking weird in-party fighting, and libertarians are literally the only party that can't tell each other to knock it off because that's kind of what the party's about.
Yeah. But in Minnesota, Trump lost to Hillary by 1.5%. Not everybody who voted for McMullin or for Gary Johnson were Republican, but if you took those Johnson votes and those McMullin votes, if you gave those to Trump, Trump won Minnesota.
Yeah, but I've never bought that narrative because you don't know who those votes are going to. You just don't.
No, they're obviously.
I know people that I talk to specifically who they hate Republicans and they're not conservative at all, but they liked Jill Stein or Gary Johnson. People when you get outside, this is one of my problems as a third party guy. Because it's often, you're not using it, but it's often used as a tool of voter suppression or because people told me I was a Nazi and I'm the reason Hillary won. And it's I voted for a guy that didn't know where Aleppo was. And it sounds like you don't know what the Electoral College is. Because I live in Minnesota. My votes went blue. You can go straight to hell.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is that Hillary won Minnesota, so nobody's vote in Minnesota elected Donald
And that's
Trump.
what I love. And that's what I love reminding the like dickhead Republicans that I know. Shout out to my uncle. That like my vote for Gary Johnson did way more than your vote for Trump did because Trump didn't win here, and the Republicans throw those votes away. The Libertarians are logging it, and it's the only party that's growing. This shit is getting bigger and bigger.
Well, I mean, in the United States of America, at some point we decided that one party wasn't enough, but three are too many.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
And that's wrong. Because if you presented people with a center-right or center-left party, they would sprint towards it.
Well, that's what I think Justin Amash represents, too, is because, like, that dude has a very consistent, semi-conservative voting record. But the thing that I think is so impressive about him and what caught my eye was around 2013, I think it was, he was on this, like, town hall that, like, Stossel did. And he started talking about how he would write on his Facebook page like a paragraph or two about every reason why he votes whenever he votes. And the thing he said that I thought was amazing is he said, a lot of people can look at your vote as a politician and take it out of context. I believe I deserve it to the people I'm representing to write out that context. So even if they don't agree, they can at least see where the thought process was for the vote cast. And that's not something that's required. And this motherfucker was doing it every vote. And he's got, like, it's crazy.
Well, let me tell you about a guy who's a super good friend of mine who's no longer in the Minnesota legislature, but his name was Brandon Peterson. He was in the House of Representatives for a while. He eventually became a state senator, and he was the only Republican state senator to sign on to the marriage equality bill and also to vote for it. So he was very libertarian. Mm-hmm. And what he did was exactly what you just described from, is it a mash or a mosh? I never say it right.
So I always used to just call him Amish to be funny, and now I can't not do that, but I think it's a mosh, I believe.
A mosh. Okay, so whatever it is. Justin. I'm going to call him Justin.
Yeah, that's what I always do. I always end up just calling him Justin. That's true.
So what you described, Brandon Peterson did that in the Minnesota Senate, where every vote he would go on Facebook and he would explain why he voted.
When did that guy get in office? I wonder if like Justin took that from him or he took it from Justin.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
it's probably just parallel thinking, honestly, because it's a rational conclusion.
Mm-hmm. It's been a couple of cycles since he was in. I can figure it out, or I can just ask him to. But yeah, no, Brandon Peterson was the last person at the Capitol, other than a couple and kind of looking back on the gay marriage thing, the marriage equality, no matter what side you are on that, but back in, this would have been like 2012, there were a few Republicans who really spoke on that. One was Brandon Peterson. One was John Kriesel, who was a state representative at the time, and he's on KFAN a lot. Another guy was a Republican from Red Wing named Tim Kelly. And what they did, right or wrong, no matter what your position is on it, they showed political courage. And there is so little of that. And our friend Justin has it in Michigan. And not a lot of other people have it, because it takes, the easiest thing in the world is to vote yes on everything. Only slightly less easy is voting no on everything. And what we have at the legislature, both in D.C. and St. Paul, are people who vote yes on everything and people who vote no on everything. And that is not courage. The courage is taking a controversial vote, then explaining to your constituents why you did it, and then facing the electoral music, thumbs up or thumbs down. That's courage. And we don't have that in very much supply anywhere anymore.
Do you think some of that is because we're fucking so like open about our shit? Like, I think we kind of need to get back to the era of like, who did you vote for? Your mom. Mind your own fucking business.
Yeah. Well, my son's 18, so he voted in the primary, and I said, who did you vote for? He goes, that's my decision, Dad. And I'm like, good for you. Don't tell me. I think you know what I blame.
Did he end up telling you eventually or not?
No, I don't know what he did.
What do you think he did?
Biden, maybe?
You're raising yourself one of those bleeding liberals. You've raised him too koosh, and now he doesn't want to get off your teat.
I think that is that. But what I said was, you can vote for anybody, but if you vote for Bernie, you can't come home. That's what I said. I think that what I blame for all of this is Twitter, and this is why. State Senator Corey Adam in the old days.
Fuck yeah! I knew I was gonna make senator. This is the best episode of Back to the Future ever.
Oh shit! You want to move back up the hill? That's stuff I can help you with. But State Senator Corey Adam, took a controversial vote, and then he'd explain to his constituents why he did it. But now we have Twitter, so as soon as you vote in 280 characters, you're either a Nazi or a genius. So people don't stray away from talking points because they don't want to face their crazy right-wing or left-wing constituents who have nothing better to do than sit on Twitter and bitch about stuff. So they vote party line.
Well, I think that's what happened to like the civilians when Facebook came in. I mean, like I've talked about this with you before, and I think we were on the same page. It's like we took this weird thing with Facebook, right? That's not reality. And we decided that that's the only place that we're going to discuss politics. It's like we're literally discussing physics while riding on the back of a dragon.
Twitter and Facebook, I'm not going to beat a dead horse on this, but they're unwatchable and unlistenable or whatever it is for me, because it's just people looking at talking points and telling everybody else that they're wrong. They're either wrong on the right or wrong on the left. Mm-hmm. And the reality is that they're all wrong. I got into a big fight on a text string with my in-laws where my brother-in-law started throwing, left-wing talking points at me. And I said, hey, don't use the talking points that I write up to manipulate you against me. I know where they come from.
I know where they got Googled from. Margaret says Jim Abler is a great senator who's done a lot of stuff in the state Senate.
Well, Jim Abler, and Margaret and I have talked about this. Jim Abler is somebody who I've known and worked for 20 years, and he is somebody who is much maligned by more Republicans than anybody else because he actually will cross party lines. And you don't always have to like Jim Abler's votes, but I can tell you he is absolutely one of the finest people up there, and I'm very happy to call him a friend, and he is somebody who I rely on quite heavily.
I think it's pretty brave to go across the aisles now and then. It's funny how compromising is just kind of off the table because we get to this point where everything's like all the nuances beaten down and we replace it with hyperbolic bullshit, and then everybody's like, oh, well, if you do this, you're the fucking devil. And it's like, what are you talking about? I'm not the devil because I want to go out and play bocce ball. Get fucked. I hope you die on that fucking tip line.
Well, and that's the thing, is that how dare you, and then we got into this on the Wrong About Everything podcast, where one of the Democrats on there said that they thought it was crazy that Amy Koch, had dinner with her daughter. And I kind of took exception to that because I'm divorced. So, my kids spend half the week with me and half with their mom.
Yeah, so what are you supposed to do? Just not see your fucking kids for 3 months?
Yeah, I said if we're supposed to wait until there's a vaccine, which is a year and a half out, am I supposed to, for moral reasons, not see my children for a year and a half? That can't be the right answer. And frankly, it's not going to happen that way. So how dare you try to tell anybody that because you're afraid of getting sick, that I can't see my kids and that my kids can't see their dad for a year? That's fucking asinine.
In the case of you personally, it might be the right choice, but yeah, overall, it's a bad decision.
Well, that's for the state to decide with restraining orders, not with stay-at-home orders.
Corey Adams Rogue Thumb says, tell me how to compromise abortion. I'll wait.
How to compromise
abortion? It says
abortion?
half abortion, but which half?
That's for a different show, and I'm happy to engage, but maybe not for today.
You always say that when you're dodging something and we don't come back to it.
Okay, what do you want? You want to talk abortion?
No, I don't. I'm fucking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Abortion is my literal least. You want to hear a create a mission? Check it out. I'm not a chick, so I don't care. Sorry, I know I'm the problem. Best of luck, ladies.
Well, I mean,
that's it.
We don't need to get into it. But here's what I would say: is that is a perfectly fine answer if your worldview is that the fetus is not a person, thus doesn't have rights. If you believe that the fetus has rights, then it's just, I mean,
do we know the gender of the fetus?
There is no gender, Corey. It's whatever the fetus chooses.
Well, because if it's not a woman, it probably has rights, right?
Well, I mean, and I have a pretty libertarian view on it now. Oh, shit! Is that, you know, somewhere between conception and birth, life begins. I believe it's closer to conception because to me that's just a safer choice. I don't have any. I mean, nobody, no doctor, no theologian, nobody knows when life begins. So all I have is a guess that brings me comfort. Your guess or Margaret's guess or somebody else's guess might be closer to birth, and I might disagree with that, but it is no more wrong or right than my view on that. So I'm not comfortable telling you that you're absolutely wrong because I know that I'm not absolutely right. Yeah. But other people are very
well, and that's the thing. It's a very, to me, no matter what you think, no matter what you believe, no matter what I believe, no matter what anybody believes, it's a very nuanced conversation that almost every time I see it discussed has no nuance in it. It's like we take the nuance out of these complicated issues so that we can reduce them to like fucking these hyperbolic, like, oh, you're pro-life. Oh, you're pro-choice. No, you're pro or anti-abortion. Shut the fuck up and explain your viewpoint. And it's like, for me, I don't really care, again, because I'm not a chick, so it's not my body. But I'm with Bad Man Trouble. I don't really like the fact that we subsidize it the way we do. But I also hate people and think there's too many of them. And here's the thing. I'm okay with it killing a baby if that's the big hurdle we need to get over. Like, oh, you're killing a baby. Fine, I'm killing a fucking baby. What's your next fucking point? It doesn't matter. It's not your fucking body. Nobody because you vote like if somebody's against abortion, don't fucking have one. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, again, to me, because I don't have the ability to be pregnant yet. I'm hoping that someday modern science will help me out on that. I look forward to being in the reboot of Junior, but
well, as far as you and I are concerned, it's not from a lack of trying.
Well, and I just want to make sure that I get that anchor baby so I get half of your money.
Yeah, well, get in line. At this point, it's half of my money.
Speaking of money, everybody watching, go to Venmo at Corey Adam Comedy. I can't talk. Donate generously and often. Also go to Corey Adam Comedy at Gmail at PayPal.com. All of your money goes directly to me, and that's awesome. And whichever your stance is on abortion, I will use that money to further its cause.
Yeah, it's just, does your brain believe that a fetus has rights? If it has rights, then when you apply the Constitution, you can't terminate its life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. If as a society we decide it doesn't have rights, well, then half of us can bitch about it, but as a society and as a Supreme Court, we've made that decision.
Wait, so we've decided they don't have rights, but we don't know its gender or race? That seems weird for our political spectrum.
No, it's pretty bullshit. But remember, we've had Republican presidents, Republican Supreme Courts, Republican legislatures, and they talk about getting rid of abortion, but they don't.
Well, you're not going to be able to do it anymore. It's something that they can talk about, but at this point, you have to basically overturn a Supreme Court justice decision. And that's just getting it to that level is going to be hard. Because here's the thing, the Supreme Court doesn't have to take cases.
No, they don't. You need the rule of 4 and the writ of certiorari and all that. But here's the thing. The Planned Parenthood and the NRA, and I love this because it pisses off everybody, the Planned Parenthood and the NRA have the same playbook. They say that Republicans are going to take away your rights.
And Dems are going to take away your guns.
And your Dems are going to take away your guns. give us money and we'll protect you.
Which is funny because both issues are like a Pandora's box. The box has already been opened. Like, why are we still trying to get rid of guns? You're not going to be able to get rid of guns. They're already here. Why are you
can't
trying...
even convince all the Democrats to do that.
Right.
I mean, you find me a rural Democrat that is strongly in favor of gun control, and I'll find you a rural Democrat that's not there very long.
And Bernie Sanders was a gun advocate.
Yeah, he's like, I come from a rural state. That's why the Bernie people, it's like Bernie traditionally was not good on race, was not good on gender, and not good on guns.
Badman Trouble says, as a gun owner, I can't stand the NRA. That is too true. No, the NRA is the worst, man. The NRA is like a propaganda machine, and they're not like they're spending a lot of money to keep. Yeah, that's all it is. It's not even a lobby organization. It's like a lobbyist frat.
Well, you make money by scaring people. I mean, the best thing that ever happened to the NRA was Barack Obama. The best thing that happens for Planned Parenthood are Republican presidents and legislatures and Supreme Courts. It's how they make their money. And don't anyone fool yourself into thinking it's anything other than that.
Badman Trouble says, send us $25 so we can fight for your Second Amendment rights and get this sweet tote bag.
Put my gun in that tote bag.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll put my gun in that tote bag, and then I'm going to the fucking library. Do something.
Yeah.
Savage Dragon D says, I was in the military. Do you have any idea how many babies our country kills outside of our country, let alone inside?
Well, we're only responsible for the ones inside.
I think we're talking about voluntary abortions right now, man.
Yeah. But, here's the thing. I am a huge believer that the Second Amendment protects your right to keep and bear arms, and that the state cannot infringe on that. However, state infringes on it all the time.
Yeah, see, yep, go ahead.
And it's but what I was going to say was, while I teach and I read the Constitution, and then we talk a lot about the Second Amendment, I also don't own a gun. I've been hunting, and I've killed a bird. I get it, whatever.
You look like a guy that has killed one bird.
I've literally killed one bird. It is stuffed in my basement. That way I just know that it's there. My daughter calls it the family chicken. That's
cute that she named it after you.
Yeah, she did. It's yellow. I believe, as much as I want to protect vociferously your right to have a gun, I have made the personal decision that they're dangerous. I don't want it in the house around my kids, and that I don't need it for my personal protection. So I don't need to have one, and that's my choice. But I also read the Constitution, and it says what it says. And I'm sorry if you don't like that. The only resolution is to elect Democrats who give you Democrat Supreme Court justices, and that they rewrite the bastard.
And pray to God that fucking Ginsburg doesn't die, because you're not winning this election.
Well, she's gonna die, so sooner rather than later. That's World According to Brian.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm surprised that you're as big of a Justin Amash guy as you are. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, no, if it was Justin Amash or Marco Rubio, I'd probably be pretty solidly Marco Rubio, because I'm much more establishment than, say someone like you.
So you're more walking away because the establishment is failing during a Trump candidacy, as it were.
Well, if you love Trump, one of the things you love about Trump is that, he took the swamp or the establishment, gave him the middle finger, and said, this isn't for you, go the fuck away.
But as the swamp and establishment, do you think he did that? Do you think the swamp is drained even at all because Trump was there?
No, he just took out some people and put his own people in there. The swamp is still running shit, as it should, frankly. But I think that he has just made it a much more, people like me are not thanked for their service. Let's just say that. We are considered as much of the problem as anyone on the left.
Well, that's one thing that I love talking about you specifically, is because you're one of the only people I've ever met who's a lobbyist that, not only do you admit it's the swamp, but you proudly wear it as a badge. You're like, I'm the swamp.
Yeah, no, I'm the swamp. I mean, we're the ones who know how to make shit work. And yes, a lot of times we make it work while we profit off of it, and that probably is not something that is overly admirable. But it's only been the way it has worked since the beginning of time.
But greed is a motivation, man. Greed breeds loyalty. This is why I get so mad at all these fucking millennials. Like, oh, rich people, this and that. Name one fucking society that wasn't built off the back of somebody that was rich in whatever their archetype. What, like, you need commerce, you need goals, you need ambition and greed to get anything done.
Well, every liberal, millennial, democratic socialist, you guys can have every belief you have, but I want you to read Animal Farm, and then let's you and me have a beer and sit down and discuss it.
Why Animal Farm? Tell them to read 1984 or Anthem or or Brave New World. These are all better examples than Animal Farm, and you always go to Animal Farm.
Well, one, Animal Farm is short.
Okay.
So they can actually read it.
1984 is short? What the fuck is wrong with you? They're like the same length.
There's a cartoon, so they can watch the cartoon.
There's two movies of 1984. Okay, so that takes Brave New World off the table because that movie is garbage.
But with Animal Farm, what I like is that it very simply shows that no matter what your populist agenda is, once you are in power, your job then becomes how to increase your power, how to increase your influence, and how to protect yourself and to profit off of it.
But these are all things that Jesus Christ, I just almost called him Orson Scott Card. Are you fucking kidding me? George Orwell. I don't know why I always want to call him Orson. You know what I mean? Like Orson Welles, like I think, but like whatever. So George Orwell.
More calling Orson. Come in, Orson.
Yeah, we need more Orsons. No, the thing is like in 1984, he laid out that exact method, but in plain political terms, where it's like you have three castes in every society. Three. You have the upper class, you have the just below upper class, and you have poverty line and below. And the only thing that's going to happen throughout everything is that the party that's not in power is going to hard sell you that things would be better if they were in power. The party that's in power is going to hard sell you that everything's good as long as they're in control. And the people that are poor, the proles, they have real world problems and don't really pay attention to any of it. They just go with their heart. That's why we have to the left loves to weaponize sensitivity. The right loves to fearmonger. It's like fucking, oh, you need to do this or people will die and you're a terrible person, or they're coming for your jobs and you're not going to be able to provide for your family.
Well, one of the best things that Donald Trump did, not best as in that it was good that he did it, but best as in that he did a really good job at this, is he made himself, someone that the blue collar, working labor class, albeit mostly white, would look up to. And when you think about it, what could be more antithetical to what a coal miner, or somebody on the iron ring.
I love me that Trump. He really knows what taconite mining is.
Yeah, no shit. But what he did is he, because he doesn't really have his own views, said, okay, my path to victory is to convince these people that the problem is across the border.
Can we also say that objectively, like, Make America Great is one of the better, like, slogans? Like, I mean, that's up there with I Like Ike.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, but people act like it's something new. I mean, even as close as
Hitler had Make Germany Great.
Yeah, well, but John McCain, his slogan was Country First. That's not that different than that. And John McCain,
yeah, but it doesn't have the word America in it, so I hate it more.
It doesn't. You hate it more, but it's the same thing. And frankly, John McCain was accused of many of the same things that President Trump is. As far
USA.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But Trump was never pro-life. Trump was never religious.
He was a rich Democrat his entire life. Like, that's the thing that I get so mad about Trump is everybody's like, oh, he's a Republican stoolie. It's like, you're right. The rich Democrat from New York was a Republican stoolie his whole life. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who has been a Republican, Trump was never someone that we considered a Republican. And Trump, I mean, the same way that L. Ron Hubbard is on record as saying the best way to make money is to create a religion.
good old Elliot Hub from down the block.
Yeah, well, we had a very good unregulated radio episode on the Church of Scientology. Look it up.
You mean the Church of Bryantology?
What up? Church of Bryantology, baby. But what Trump, he's on record. Look it up. Google it. He said, if I ever ran for office, I'd run as a Republican because those people are easier to manipulate.
Yes, and he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Obviously, he's not wrong. He proved it right.
We're getting close to time, but I wanted to talk to you quickly about, I don't know how versed you are at some of the federal shit that's going on. I know most of your expertise is statewide. Have you read into any of this fucking renewed legislation tacked onto the Patriot Act that they're talking about?
You know, mostly just from following you on Facebook.
Sure.
So I don't have any deep insight on it.
Well, so what it looks like they're doing on the surface, and obviously if you don't have any insight, we won't get you to really commit one way or the other, but it looks like they're just trying to legalize all the shit that they were denying when Snowden came forward.
Oh yeah, well, and contact tracing. You know, that's something that's a big deal.
Contact tracing is the scariest fucking thing ever. So you're going to know where I am, and you're going to know what I have for afflictions. That is a recipe for internment camps.
Well, and here's the thing. A lot of people are willing to say, oh, okay, well, if Corey has COVID, we're going to ask Corey, who have you talked to? And then we're going to go talk to those people, and we're going to have it on file and all of that.
But they're not going to get any info from me, Brian. I'm not a snitch. They're just going to hear me in between coughs go, your mom.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're comfortable doing that for COVID, tell me, are you comfortable doing it for AIDS?
Yes.
Or for an STD? Because if you're not, then sit down and shut up.
Right, and I hate this shit because all these fucking liberals, and you see it on my Facebook page, they're like, oh, another slippery slope argument. Yeah, I've been bitching about this slippery slope about the Patriot Act since it came in, and it's still fucking going. And what's so fucking infuriating is all those motherfucking milquetoast on the left were on our side because Bush is the one that signed the Patriot Act.
Yep.
So everybody's like, oh, this is bad, but then the moment Obama came in and renewed it, now all of a sudden we have to defend it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, you said milquetoast, which means somewhere Brienne just had her spidey senses.
Have you talked to her? I hope she's doing all right.
Yeah, no, I text with her every so often, and I think she's doing okay. I don't know if all right is how I would say it.
Well, good. I'm glad that's all right. Well, thank you so much for doing this, man. Tell the people where to get a hold of you.
All right, if you want to find me, you can find me on Facebook at Brian R. McDaniel, or you can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Brian R. McDaniel.
You can also go listen to the backlogs of Unregulated Radio because
Do it.
We're not allowed to record in that studio right now, but it will be back eventually. But yeah, Unregulated Radio. Thanks so much. Anything you want, anything really grinding your gears that you want to close with?
No. Well, you know what's grinding my gears is that I can't do Unregulated Radio, which means that I don't get emails from your grandpa anymore. We got to get that back and going.
He does text me and tells me that I should have you on here more.
Well,
he actually shout out to my grandpa. Is he in here? It's a little late. He probably checked out already. Yeah, he's already gone. But he literally installed and figured out Twitch on his own, which that man doesn't know shit about technology. I don't know how the fuck he did it.
The only reason I'm on Twitch is because of Corey Adam Comedy.
Atta boy. Fuck yeah. All right, thank you so much, buddy.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, buddy. Bye. That was Brian. Whoops, where'd it go? There it goes. Boom. That was Brian. Where are we at? We're already way over. So I guess that'll just be our show. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to go to Venmo, donate, all that shit. Let's move into the end phase, shall we? Here we go. All right, here we go. We're here in the end phase. Don't forget to go to Venmo and give to Corey Adam Comedy. Everything you give helps. Don't forget to go to PayPal. That's CoreyAdamComedy@gmail. I have to redo that Nightbot phrase. You can also go to subscribe to me all across the interwebs on social media. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. He's very bad at technology, you guys. I don't even know if he'll know how to use Facebook. He's an old man. I don't know what you want from me. I love my grandpa to death, but he's an old man. So yeah, let's see here if we can do this. Boom. Let's see here. All right, that's our show, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Super rad. Yep, we're in the end phase. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Steel Toe Evening Show, so you can go over to Steel Toe Show here on Twitch and watch that, or you can go on Thursday to also Steel Toe to watch the Savage Thoughts podcast. So from here, we're going to switch over, and starting next week or the week after that, as soon as I get all this shit done, I'm actually going to be on the Tuesdays over there on that. So our Tuesday show will move over to the Steel Toe channel. But as far as we're concerned, we will be back Friday at 7:30-ish, maybe 8, who knows. We do this every week, Friday through Tuesday, 7:30 to 10:30. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for listening along. I feel like we did some really good work today, and I gotta tell you, I didn't know if that was going to be the case. I didn't know how this would end up. Let's see here. There it is. Boom. Wait. Is that right? Did that do it? What the fuck? My controller is they're doing this thing where they're not working, and it's fucking driving me crazy. So, again, thank you, Ran Out of Thoughts. Thanks, everybody. Again, don't forget to go to Corey Adam Comedy on Venmo. All of your donations help. Still trying to make bills. Still no comedy in the foreseeable future. We will see you next week. We hope Batman Trouble right there, him and I are going to probably have an episode next week about some weird shit that he's been going off on that's really crazy. Yeah, you guys have been awesome. That's our fucking show. Get fucked. Goodbye. We'll see you on Friday. Woo! We out.
To our town, a microphone upon his hip. He suffered fools and he never took no lip. An adversarial libertarian, and he came to talk some shit. He said,